Does thou hear me loud and clear, ladies and gents, as the dogs are busy barking in the background over there? Yeah, for the past 3 minutes, that's why the thing has been going quiet, because those mutts over there are barking. I have no idea why those dogs are going at it today. They've been having a party outside, those two mutts, just yamping at each other. So yeah, the PokePod dogs, they're just to kind of let you guys know they're doing fine, as you can clearly tell by their audio. But anyway, they're not going to be a part of the session for tonight. Sadly, they're busy doing their dog things. We don't want to interrupt their kind of shenanigans, do we? But anyway, folks, how you guys all doing tonight? My name is KG Prestige, and welcome everybody once again back to another exciting session of the PokePod World Podcast, where me and my pals will gather around to go and talk about the events that have happened within the past week for the Pokemon series in general. In case you guys aren't aware, I believe Tyrone is probably streaming at the moment over at his channel, probably some Pokken if I'm correct. I'm not sure if he's concluding that or not in a bit, so I'm gonna go and check on that in the conversation really soon, just to see what they're doing. But tonight's session is gonna be a fun one because we got a lot of interesting topics to go and discuss. We have obviously the brand new image and information we got for Ash versus B. That's actually looking very promising. We even got the voice actress information for her, which we will be discussing as well. We might talk a little bit about, hey, e-call, look at that. We got an e-call. All right, beautiful timing there, Tyrone. Appreciate that, buddy. I'll be hopping into the call in a minute. We got other topics going on as well for tonight with the anime, the recent episode of PM 2019, as well as the preview for next week's episode. So I'm going to go and hop into the calls with my buddy, and we're going to go see how things go. So let's hop right into the call.
Looks like magic.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, beautiful timing, guys. I was literally just saying like a second before you raided. I was like, I'm pretty sure Tyrone's still doing his stream over there, and then ding, raid.
Yeah, I was raiding because I was waiting for you.
No, I was already going. I was already live for like 6 minutes at this point.
Yeah, he was live for a while.
Yeah, so I went ahead and raided you. So I was like, let's go.
All right. Well, first of all, I appreciate it. So thank you for that, Tyrone. Wow, look at all these fellas as well. Thank you guys so much. We are. Somebody says we're close to 666. The devil number, aren't we?
Satan.
Oh yeah, I fear for that day, man. But seriously though, thank you guys so much for the follows. Thank you guys so much for hopping in on the raid. We're gonna be having a fun podcast session of the night, talking about whatever things we plan to talk about in hour one. I honestly don't know what we plan to talk about for the first hour. Yeah, some levels of bullshit. Let's try to not make it sappy. Let's actually try to have some good times with this one, though.
Yeah, we can start. We can start with the bullshit, like how the Japanese hotel just randomly said, "Oh yeah, you know your reservation? Well, fuck you, you're canceled."
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but
yeah, I feel like that one's gonna get out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I got the notice at 7:00 in the morning.
Dang.
Oh, don't you love it when you're in the middle of sleeping and something?
I think of Kanye West. Good morning.
Oh yeah, to everybody in the chat is also mentioning this. Yeah, a lot yesterday as well as earlier today. It was a lot of fun seeing people play Pokken. So if you guys want to, we're gonna probably play a little bit more of Pokken tomorrow before the trial ends.
Looks like Rosales came in with some subs.
Yeah, thank you so much as well, Omar. Absolutely appreciate it. But seriously though, Pokken has been a lot of fun for us just getting back into it again. Honestly, it's only because of the fact that it's free for people. Yeah. I don't know if people will go out of their way to now purchase the said game after the events that happen.
Let me make an announcement.
Make an announcement to make.
So I did after our stream yesterday of Pokken. I had a lot of fun and everybody was making some pretty good points about it. So I went ahead and I made a tweet. And I made a poll tweet, which I rarely do. And I made the tweet of, should I buy Pokken based off tonight's stream, which was really fun. We had, at first, it was scary. It was like 34% said yes, 53 said no. But I woke up later today and I checked my phone again, and the numbers have changed dramatically. We have 32 votes within the few hours that have happened. And we had 68.8% said yes, and 31.3% say no. So, with that being said, also with the fact that we had a really good stream and we could do that again, and the fact that the game is on sale and the way Pokemon and Mario are, with their prices and not going down, I have decided I'll go ahead and purchase the game.
Yeah.
So
Now we just got to make sure we're consistent with streaming. If somebody says, "What about the rest?" we have it.
I made a suggestion of maybe like every second Sunday we can have a thing.
We just don't want it to be the situation that happened last time where people stopped playing it, and the minute we stopped playing it, that was it.
You know, we should do like a swap where it's like every Sunday it's like a different multiplayer game. Like one week could be Smash, the next week could be Mario Kart. Soon after Pokken. You know, online kind of matches. I think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah,
that Uno shenanigans we found ourselves into.
We can bring back Jackbox and Uno and stuff because I will be streaming on Sundays from 8 to 4, from 8 to 12. It'll just have to be.
I don't think that time was
8
right.
To, 8 to 4. He's gonna
4.
work. He's gonna work between 8 and 4.
Listen, man, he's doing real job hours here.
I said 4 on accident because 8 to 12 is 4 hours, but.
Oh no.
But yeah.
Listen, man, I have hard time sticking for at least 3 hours on something.
I want to do real hours at some point, but obviously I need more monies.
Also, somebody says, get Cards Against Humanity. I thought about that, but then I realized the freedom that people have with typing shit might get a little too weird. So
yeah,
I've never
weird moments.
I never liked that game.
Played it. I've never played that game.
I've never liked that game, to be honest.
For real, how the hell did you not play Cards Against Humanity? It's like
I didn't have any friends who had it.
Well, it's free, first of all, so.
Still, I didn't have any friends who played it.
I never cared for that game. I played maybe twice, and I said, "Well, fuck this game."
Not your level of comedy.
Oh, no laughs.
I almost was hoping to.
Salt Queen just said they may have gotten rid of the blank cards for the online version, probably to prevent.
The better that makes things a hell of a lot better. Now you got my attention again.
Yeah, we might be able to do. Like I said, we'll like you said, we'll probably do random ones just on Sundays and just play different shenanigan games because I have a lot of fun playing games with you guys on those days.
Yeah,
but
which is why I'm saying we need to play Mario Kart one of these weeks.
Yeah, we need to do that, but we also need to make sure that hey, we're going to be buying fucking Pokken. We need to play this fucking game.
Oh, you guys have until the 11th.
I'm purchasing it now.
You have
Why
till the 11th.
You sound depressed about it, though.
Yeah, you sound defeated, man.
He's like, fuck.
He's like, shit, now I gotta spend money.
Because I'm in the same situation Terrell's in.
Somebody says Mario Kart on sale. No, unfortunately,
Mario
Kart.
What does that mean in this situation?
Terrell said, like, I remember you were saying I spent a lot more money than I wanted to this weekend, so I really don't want to get it. It's the exact same thing. But if the fans want it, I'll go ahead and grab it because at this point,
wait a minute. How much money did you spend over the weekend?
Remember the week prior to that, I had to get my car fixed. Remember?
How much was that?
I don't remember hearing that story actually.
That was borderlining. I want to say that was borderlining about $200 something.
Okay, all right. I did not buy a new console, so that's pretty close in prices. Right.
And then that was around the same time I had to do rent, which we already discussed was $450.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Here comes the first of the month to take all your fucking cash.
Oh, somebody says for $50 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Switch in Amazon.
No, you're not getting me. How dare you?
No, I mean it's always been $50 apparently.
No, you're not gonna get me with it. Is what I'm saying.
Well, listen, then you're not gonna join us for Miro, correct? You gotta
I can enjoy myself by watching you guys have fun. That's the greatest joy anyone can have.
You have $50. Well, you have to answer your own question.
Do I have $50? Let me check.
Technically, we have access to $50.
Bank account says no.
Technically, yes, but actually,
you have access to the $50.
Well, Canada will be higher money because
Tyrone takes donations. Everybody, just gonna throw that out there.
Do.
Yeah, donate to the one that's right at the bottom of here. It says donations.
Kevin, that's not the same.
Oh wait, that's
button.
mine. I'm sorry.
You knew it was yours.
No. I didn't know that for real.
Right.
I legitimately thought we were still with Tyrone's stream.
Hello,
no excuses.
I'm sorry. But if you want to donate, though, there it is in the donate button down below. If you
I already paid that bill.
Sorry. Oh, well.
I started scrolling to see if I paid my bill.
After the pod is over, I'm going to probably purchase Pokken. So
you said you were going to do that last night.
Well, I had to get up today, so.
I mean, so did I.
I had to realize I had work.
Nobody likes getting up, all right? And I've been blinded for the last 4 hours, so, that's always fun.
Blinded by the light.
I knew he was gonna find something.
Oh, Pokken
TSS
is
never
56.
changed.
Okay, well, if you can manage to score yourself a copy of Pokken in a relatively cheap price, then go for it.
No,
I
yeah.
also recommend trying out getting the
56
Pokken controller too.
What do you define
dollars.
as a cheap price?
Lower than the original price.
Oh no.
Mm.
Also, we have Pokemon sneaking around in our
Oh
background.
shit! My OC character Ruby is for some reason trending in New Jersey.
What?
I have
What?
no idea why.
What did you do?
I don't know, but like 46.
No, because Ruby bought all the fucking Backstreet Boys tickets, and that's why it's.
Oh.
Oh, well, fuck. Hey, at
That's
least
a
if I
weird
can
statement.
prevent the Backstreet Boys from reaching other people's, then I'll gladly take that.
What?
You know. Well,
Yeah.
that's according to the Ruby that I'm
I
reading
think
here.
I'm genuinely confused by that statement.
Give me all the Backstreet Boys.
I don't want to talk about it. Just move on.
Okay.
And someone says I hate the Backstreet Boys. So do I, man.
Poor
Remember when
boy.
they used to be good?
Yeah,
Answer,
now
they've
they
never
just-
been.
Now they're just going around giving people tickets without warning. And
I like how we're in the PokePod talking about the Backstreet Boys.
no, that it's
KG must be an
on.
NSYNC fan.
it's code for a certain pandemic.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's a code for.
Oh, it's a sex thing. I got it.
No,
It's a
it's not that. There's a-
I wouldn't want all of that. No.
No. See, now we got to educate Terrell. There is a certain thing spreading across the earth as of right now, and people need to be protective.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
It's a
Because-
sex
because the
thing.
thing
It's
is,
a
yeah,
sex
because the
thing.
thing,
I
yeah,
got it.
because the thing,
Yes.
whatever.
God.
What? I'll
No,
protect
because
them
we got
boys.
to remember.
He's
remember,
playing ignorant.
Sales, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if it's spreading
Backstreet
across the country, that means
Backstreet
it's a
Boys ticket
disease.
sales is bad. Burning of tickets is bad. Not selling tickets is good.
Right.
All NSYNC fans matter. That's all I have.
Oh my goodness.
As long as it ain't the Backstreet Boys, I don't mind, man.
Exactly.
I won't mind. You be you with that, I guess.
I mean, and if you just want to be said, make sure you just
Donnie has been watching too much of that, too much of the Dominican song about that.
Also,
wrong
I love
with the
how one of
Dominicans?
clip links
It's my
says
favorite TV
unusual
show on
precious
Spanish
octopus.
Well, that
No,
sounds
because
like
no,
hentai.
because you want the agua fria.
Ah, yes, agua fria.
Boredom.
If only Nessa was here so she can translate.
I don't like the
for us.
fact that Polly, you sound like you're skulking in the background, like you're fucking
What?
plotting something.
I'm not plotting anything.
Ah,
Yeah,
you're a
you sound
fucking
quiet
liar.
right there. Hold on,
You're a
please,
fucking
come on.
I
liar.
said
You're
boredom. I was trying to mimic TSS's accent.
you're not even. You guys are from states that are pretty close together. I figured y'all had the same
Well,
accent.
no, it ain't.
No.
No, it ain't.
Well, it's
okay,
weird 'cause
I
I don't think I have a New Jersey accent though. Maybe a little bit.
It's slight.
Yeah, it's
At-
very slight. Like if I
It
say
is slight,
I need
but
some coffee.
well, here's the thing. When I first started like 15 years ago doing the podcast stuff, the accent was much heavier than this.
Hmm.
It's just that when talking to people around the world.
Oh
it's,
shit! I
starting to-
didn't know that. Thank you for that, Dill. This is interesting. Pokemon
What?
theory: Ash Ketchum is a Time Lord. Well, that's
Oh,
interesting.
we're not doing
Oh,
this.
boy.
We ain't doing that shit.
We're not doing that.
Pokemon's
I
Ash
agree,
Ketchum
but-
hasn't really aged in over 20 years. Could the explanation be that he's
Oh,
a Time Lord from
God.
Doctor Who?
God, that's like the. You know what that was? That was like the
No,
most hated
No, they need
fucking
no.
theory.
The person
That
that wrote
is
the person that wrote that fucking article should be fucking sealed.
No,
in the fucking
it's the, you know what that is. That's the most hated theory from casual ass, basic
Yeah.
ass Pokemon fans. The ones who fucking watched like 2 episodes of the original anime and said, "Man, I heard this character never ages. I wonder what happened." Yo, he's in a coma. Guys, did you hear he was in a coma? I'm writing an article about it. Click, click, click. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. I
Yeah,
hate-
CBR can't bring ratings.
I still love the creep.
Oh god.
I also love that their highlight for above the Pokemon says TLDR, so it's like
Right.
Oh, you fucking millennials, get the fuck out of here.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about Pokemon should stop fucking writing about Pokemon.
Yeah.
So like,
although
the
I
people who
will
make
thank them
creepy
whenever they
pasta-
want to do a tweet of mine and put it in an article.
think
I'll,
it's
I'll
like a
always
thing,
take
right.
those though.
So the people who made the creepy pasta coma theory,
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
which Ash won, so that completely busts that theory out of the way now.
Yeah,
I didn't care enough to value its opinion to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because fuck them, that's why.
I mean, well, there's way too many plot holes in it too. Yeah.
We're not getting into it, Tyrone. You're already getting a little bit too involved.
I ended it by saying that.
No, hush. I know you. You get
Okay.
dangerous.
Jesus.
You carried on with a thought.
Shy, hush, hush. I do. Right?
Tiz is on the ball tonight. This is ridiculous.
Hey, that's what we always do for first hours anyway. We always
We
gotta
sing
be
randomly
songs.
talk
You
about
gotta
things
be-
I think have no context whatsoever.
Oh, they never do. And like
Are we
because
gonna-
you.
Are we
What?
gonna bring up the weird? It's only for Japan, so I guess it's not relevant. But they got like a virtual fest going on now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I assume
right.
TSS is probably the one that has
Yeah,
the
he
most
probably
knowledge on
knows
that.
more about it than we do.
So if you
Yeah,
have anything
I mean,
but to say.
Yeah. So
He's a
just want to get to
magician.
the article here because I know that I was looking at that last night. All right.
He
So
found a good one. He found a good article this time.
yeah, you wish.
Oh damn!
You wish.
Damn!
So there's a SNS or social. That's what they call the social media network in Japan. It's called Cluster, and Pokemon is going to hold a Pokemon Virtual Fest from August 12th to August 31st, and it's supposed to be a virtual world based on creating summer memories with everyone. So it's going to be everybody's going to do missions, and it's going to open up attractions and contests in the park, in the theme park, and it will increase. So basically, think of it like I guess it's. I mean, you can have avatars and stuff. So think of it as like, what is it? What the fuck is that chat? The chat app.
VR chat?
VR chat. Think of it as
Yeah,
VR chat. Think of it as VR chat, but with more theme park stuff. And so think of it as like VR chat and theme park simulator in one. If you want to say that, I don't even know how, but whatever.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it looks good. But this is like a Japanese thing, so it's
You
like.
mean we can't experience it?
Wait, it says you can
No.
participate in the virtual fest from your smartphone, PC, or VR device. So yeah, it is fucking VR chat, except it's a fucking notion that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says there this is available in the Cluster app, only available in Japan, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Actually,
Come on, if this is supposed to be a
actually-
virtual fest, you have to let people out.
let's see if I can find that on the Play Store.
I mean, I understand because we're toxic as hell and they want to make sure none of us actually enter and access this location, but come on, at least give us a spot somewhere.
Apparently, I can install Cluster.
Oh, well, I guess your phone's Japanese or something.
I
Japanese.
guess is that what that means?
Yeah.
Probably.
But search for Cluster. It should it's by Cluster Incorporated.
Clusterfuck.
Let's, yeah. I was like, why they got Cluster
Truck app. That's
What the fuck?
Wow.
I'm checking right now. Let's see. I got something called Cluster Truck.
That's not it. It's Cluster and then the katakana for Cluster.
Fuck. Mhm.
Yep, I ain't got nothing.
Download
But then
the
again, I'm
Cluster
checking on my
app.
iPhone 6, so that's probably
Wait,
why.
what did you say, Paulie?
I was gonna say, by
Yeah,
the
probably
way,
too old.
I got a new microphone, everyone, so I hope I seem louder and clearer than I usually am.
I might need to raise your volume up only on my side,
Come
though.
on! Well, I'm
Yeah.
also sitting like...
Hold on, let me look at that real quick.
No, wait, how about now?
There we go.
There we
You
go.
got to be closer. You got to go close
Gotta
up.
You gotta
talk
go
into the
close.
mic.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Oh my
I'm here
god.
for the
Whoa.
smooth sounds of jazz
Serenading people.
on 98.2.3. Click,
You know I
click.
used to be a DJ, right?
KTU.
Yo, okay, go for it. Then. Do your DJ voice.
Okay. I haven't done it in like 5 years.
I don't care. I want to hear it. Do it.
No,
What's
no,
up, everybody?
it's not.
PokePod Live coming to you with a BBBB Pokemon. Pokemon.
No, not with all the pressure on me.
Funk Master
No,
Flex
yeah,
Night.
yeah,
Funk
yeah.
Master Flex. Funk
What do you mean?
Master Flex Night. Right.
Ooh, that's nice,
Lisa-
Polly. No, I was reading the comments.
Nah, do it.
I was reading the comments.
Do it.
What's up, caller? You're on the line. What do you got to say? I think that Ash should have went with sort of click
A
out.
question for Polly. when do you expect the Rivals podcast focusing on Zoe to roll? Actually, I wanted to talk about that, but I didn't want to steal the spotlight.
No.
Yeah, she did. She lying. She lying down.
Kevin's the thing.
This literally is the hour where we bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the
Hour,
bullshit
the hour
hour.
we get as close to our
Yeah, I
mics.
mean,
and we
okay,
have a
first of all, we need
conversation.
to come up with a better name than the bullshit hour.
No,
It's your
we should
podcast.
call it
You
the
have to make the
bullshit
decision
power
on your
hour
own.
then. There
The
you go.
bullshit power hour.
Oh, it's like the
Exactly.
King
Okay.
Biscuit Flower Hour, except we don't play music.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit more creative than that.
Well, if you want to be professional, I called it the hour opener, but go ahead.
That's not
I've
how it
taken
goes.
a lot of time to think about this. I know that everything's been very up in the air this summer, obviously with the certain C word that's crept around the world.
The Backstreet Boys
Yeah.
concert, yes.
Yeah.
The
C is
And
for
also,
C is for concert, yes.
this
That's
is my
not the
first
joke I was gonna make,
year.
but damn it.
This is my first year in graduate school, and it hasn't been easy trying to just get through all this with very little guidance and doing every class online. So it's not been easy, and in addition to that, I'm living with my parents, and we've made the decision to remodel our basement. So when I first started doing the Rivals cast, I was in the basement, and it was a space where I could kind of privately like talk for as loud and as long as I wanted to.
Right.
And then, long story short, we had to move everything out of the basement. Then I moved my desk up to my parents' room, but I
Mhm.
only used it for schoolwork. And then I didn't have a space in my room. And I also just feel like the other thing that happened was that I didn't know how to use Twitch very well. So all of my videos, I forgot to archive them. So they all wound up getting deleted. So Gary through Paul is gone. So
Damn.
I'm screwed. Well,
You
pretty
might
much
wanna
I
put
thought I
Gary
was.
through Paul.
So, in the last few weeks, I think it's okay to say this. I know Kevin's like, oh shit. No, we have been, we've been interacting a lot more with some of the other anti-poke YouTubers and streamers and the community, and we're getting into, I think, a groove where a lot of people are now starting to collaborate with each other and make videos with each other. And so I reached out to some of them and asked if they would like to be part of the Rivals cast eventually when my basement is finally finished and that I have my own space. Or when I just feel like I feel like at this point it's probably going to take place in the fall because I have to start from the beginning because if I thought about starting right from where we left off, which was I think Barry and Conway.
No, we
but
didn't. Wait, did we do Barry? Oh,
we
you're
didn't.
saying
We
we're
didn't
doing
do. We didn't do
Barry
them
and
yet.
Conway yet.
We were
Okay,
supposed
gotcha.
to, and then Kanye. Did you say Kanye?
No, I said we didn't do Barry and Conway yet.
Okay. So, but then I just thought, the more that we just continue to go, the more people are probably going to ask, well, where are Gary and Paul? Because Gary and Paul are probably the most popular, especially Paul. So you know what? I've decided that I'm just going to start all the way from the beginning, but I'm going to have probably other voices. This way I don't feel like everybody in this call has to be repeating themselves.
Right.
So it's probably going to come in the fall. So thank you guys I'm really sorry for everything. This is literally the first time I've ever tried doing something like
Rivals
this.
season 2
And it
coming
just
this fall.
hasn't been easy.
Mhm.
It's life. And but I just want to thank everybody in the call for like supporting me and kind of dealing with like all the like vagueness of it. And like thanks for promoting it and for helping me out those first few weeks. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just feel it's best to wait until I really feel like I'm prepared enough. So
Yeah.
yes. Sorry, that was
It's okay.
Oh, I'm studying to be a school counselor, Robzo.
We're gonna let her. We're gonna let her interact with the children. Everybody.
Yeah.
They're all gonna be wet and slimy. We're gonna have to explain why.
Wait, hold up. What?
Someone's going to jail.
That's illegal. Yeah.
All right.
Someone's going to jail
All right.
Oh wow,
tonight.
There we
Kevin
go.
left. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad.
Kevin was constipated. It's all right. We don't talk
Although-
about it.
Well, to be fair,
How
Terrell
many
went into
times must I
optical
tell
jail,
you
so
to
I guess
never
we can
talk
all
about
do.
these things
Wait,
live, man?
Wait,
No,
what did you say,
damn it.
Jesus, what did
There are
you
some
say?
things we don't
I said,
speak
I
on
said, I
stream.
said, I said it's okay. Terrell went into optical jail tonight, so it's okay.
Oh, you bastard.
Optical. Oh fuck.
Yeah, they locked my
I'm
eyes
laughing
down
and then
for
I
5
realize
hours.
and I'm like, oh fuck.
Mom, guess what? What? I'm blind. Ooh. Don't say it like
Oh,
he,
oh God!
he made it sound like it was
The way that you said that,
Yeah. He was he's like, Mom, I'm blind. Woo! Like, Mom, that is the worst reaction ever.
That wasn't even
You'll
a
ever-
woo, that was an ooh.
Wait,
That's
still not
worse.
very loud.
No, I mean like ooh.
Oh, no.
Don't ever say ooh.
Ooh.
Don't say ooh to me like that.
In case you slide off it. Yeah, hold on, I'll BRB again just to make sure.
Look at this son of a bitch. He runs out as the first sign of trouble.
This is your stream.
Wow.
The show
Don't
must
throw-
go on.
Throw water at him.
We gotta run out. We gotta run on stage with like canes and top hats and
Yeah.
tap dancing.
I don't believe in top hats.
If you need me.
What are you doing?
Why?
Not being there.
Turn your camera on, you fuck.
No.
Not
We
being
gotta.
there. What the
I can
fuck?
tap dance.
Hello, my baby. Hello,
Okay.
my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl. Just do
I
that.
love to sing.
About the
About the
moon
moon
and
and the June and
and
the
the
spring.
spring.
I like to sing
Yeah.
about the sky or two at a time.
The sky's so blue, or the tea
Let's-
for two. Yeah,
Let's
whatever.
sing some
This is
songs
what we
that we all know.
all to.
Someone's gonna
At the
start singing
Pokemon
Anna Green
Christmas
Gables
Bash.
some shit.
Pika Pika, Squirt Squirt Squirtle. Christmas, the
That
time
sounds
of year.
inappropriate, children.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck
I
is he
can't-
doing here?
I can't hold the tune lightning. I'm
It's his
sorry.
birthday if it's a Christmas.
I want to be the best.
Ever was
What?
to beat on
Your
Best?
best.
Yeah, that's my cause.
And actually, all of you are on key. Congratulations.
Pharaoh Pidgey.
I don't know the whole.
Someone says copyright claim. See, here over here at Twitch, we don't have to worry about it
Oh, you're
as
back.
much. As
Well,
Besides, they can't copyright
Yeah,
our
get out of
voice.
here. You're not welcome.
And yet they just should go fuck
TSS,
themselves.
you do realize
God.
YouTube does that, right?
You love to tell people to fuck themselves.
Wait, so when you're on
Crooked game,
YouTube,
crooked
you
game,
don't
crooked
own
game.
your own voice.
Oh,
No,
God.
you don't. If you sing a song that exists,
not always.
like almost word for word in the
No,
exact tone,
Polly.
you will get your ass
Comic-
copyright claimed, even if it's your voice.
Well, then they should
song-
fucking
Would you-
fucking
would
get
you
rid of
rather
their
me
fucking
sing-
algorithm because if I have the
Yes,
same
actually,
fucking
I heard you
timbre,
saying
because if I have the same exact timbre as the fucking singer, then that's a fucking problem.
Well, actually, speaking about YouTube removing something, YouTube did recently just announce that they were removing something in particular. Translations. Would you believe
Wait,
that?
what? Why?
Oh yeah,
Why?
closed captions. Like, what the fuck?
Why do that?
You don't need to know how to
Because-
read.
Because honestly, that is a violation of the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Mm.
Wait, how?
Because they're taking away
Really,
the people's
Tyrone?
opportunity to, you know.
Visual because they're taking away fucking visual aid.
Yeah.
Basically,
Oh,
this
oh.
is the death of VTubers.
Tyrone.
I feel sad now.
Okay, I was on the other side of that. I thought you were saying removing it is no. I thought you said keeping it would be a violation.
No,
Oh, you,
removing
live you live a privileged life.
Yeah.
You live.
I guess.
Now we got to make our works look like a visual novel so people can read while we say our things. In
Well,
our
that's not gonna
videos.
work.
Well, what you can actually do is you can go on those like YouTube channels with the fucking rap metal fusion and have the fucking
Okay,
videos. Like
God.
the one I posted last night. Remember that one?
All right, I just purchased the game. I am the owner of Pokemon Tournament.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
When you leave and come back so quickly, what is
The weird part is when you well actually TSS did say that you did technically you download the game and then I guess it just like takes itself off because the minute I purchased it was already on there, like it was fine at that point. Yeah, it just shows
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
because basically
Why?
it's like
You're downloading
downloading
Yeah.
a trial, and then you have the serial code to unlock.
I feel like that's hackable. I feel like someone's found a way to like, oh, I cut the timer off so the demo will never go away.
Sound like an evil villain trying to steal from. a
Except it does a call home. So that's how
Oh,
it works.
so yeah, then the Nintendo ninjas come in and bust into their house and kill them.
That's not a real thing, Tyrone. That was a joke that was made and it never went away. No,
Yeah.
don't
What
perpetuate a joke.
you
You
know it's
illegally-
gonna happen.
You illegally downloaded Pokemon. Now my Nintendo ninjas coming to whoop your ass, boy.
I'm never taking you out again. This is ridiculous.
I love how when Mighty Keith made the joke, Trail's laughing his little ass off. But the minute I made the joke, he's like, I'm never taking you out.
How are
again.
you jealous? Are you jealous that I'm laughing at Keith, but I'm not laughing at you?
No.
I mean, I can laugh at you if you want.
No, you said it like what I said was so foreign, like no one ever said it. And then when he said,
Tyrone, don't act like a jealous girlfriend, all right?
No. I just thought it was weird. It's like, how is he acting like this quote never existed?
You're being
When the
passive
quote
aggressive.
was used before. I'm like,
Tyrone, you're being passive aggressive about this.
Hey,
Oh, is it
Director's
Richie?
out. I'm gonna go read that.
No, I
I
didn't
thought
do
it was
Richie.
Richie.
No, Richie didn't
Tyrone
jump.
X, who that guy is.
Tyrone X.
What is your shipping?
What is what?
What's your ship name?
What?
Wait.
Why do they need a
Comment
ship
section.
name? Is the question.
Wait, who's the ship name? We mean
You and Tyrone.
Tyrell.
Why?
Why? Don't
Tyrell.
do that.
Because
Don't do that.
You guys
Don't do
have
that.
that chemistry that according to
Hey.
the chat has. So
Hey,
Old married couple.
hey,
Old married couple.
hey.
old married couple
It's
relationship.
good.
I would call it. I guess I would
Shit.
call it lack of
Tyrell.
focus ship.
No, wait. Why would it be called that?
Lack of focus. You're like what? We'll be doing something.
We got some good names here on Twitch. It's called
Wait,
Nayron, Tice.
they're shipping Tyrone and Nessa. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
no.
the name for
Tyrone
mine.
X Nyasa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nicer.
Nice.
Do I sound like
It sounds like we're gonna go into the project because
I think a Tyrell and I would work better as a fusion than a ship.
Okay, either way, we don't need to do this
Yeah,
anyway.
you guys.
I don't,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Acceptable artsy macaroni Mr. Destructoid. That's a good name.
it could just be Tyrell. That's what I think. That's what Polly said.
Yeah, that's
earlier.
probably
That's the
You
most
got
simple
Goggle Master
option
just
to
said
go with.
SpongeBob, like that's a shit.
Yeah, that's
I
usually.
like Tyrell the Insane God 3. That's what TY Max is.
I actually like that one too.
That is your fusion name now.
Yeah, it's the
No,
fusion.
we didn't agree on that. I didn't put on the earring. I'm not fucking doing it.
Is that
You're
your?
You're doing the fusion dance.
No, I didn't
We know
agree to
you're
do the
going
dance. What do you mean? I had to agree to the dance. You're not gonna make me do the dance.
Tyrell the God Weed.
Tyrell the guy. Jesus.
Well, the
Where'd
god.
the W come from, though?
Who knows?
It's from Tyrone's channel.
Taiwan.
I'm so Tyronell. What the fuck?
What?
Tyronell. What is this?
Taiwi.
It sounds like evolution. What is this? A digi-evolution? Y'all
Apparently,
fucking
apparently, I
Tyrone
did.
Digivolves, dude. Taiwi.
Apparently, I fused with the Nintendo Wii.
you know what happened?
It would have been the perfect joke had there been three eyes at the end.
Tyrone, you're gonna evolve in the long dick style and just move on. That's what
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel bad on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is bullshit.
it's like Tyrone evolves into crackhead.
Oh, Weedle time, people. Jesus.
That's why Tyrone. And just to give context, Tyrone hates his name because it's too black for his own good, and it's too much. There's too much stereotyping
Kevo.
behind it.
Kevon and Tyron.
No, that's Kev
Tyrant.
1. There you go.
Don't start shipping us together. It's
What?
weird.
Yeah, it's one of like if possible, I could probably just legally change it. Though I wouldn't have to go through it.
Your name?
Yeah,
To what?
Change your name.
because then we run into these moments and they go out way too long, and it's just like we gotta wait for this.
Tyrone, then what is your preferred name?
I don't know yet. I gotta.
Yeah,
figure it out.
Yeah, actually, that would be a good question. If you were to change your name, what would
I'll
it
let the chat decide.
Like,
Are you
I don't
fucking
think you want it
serious?
to happen. buddy.
You're letting the chat control
You're
your
letting the
name.
chat
Tyrone,
decide your
Tyrone,
own
you know what it would
fucking
be?
name that
I
you have
know
to
what it
put
would
a fucking.
Somebody
Yeah,
said
and
Paul.
good luck
Tyrone's a
with
Paul, I
court
guess.
system.
Yeah, I'm
No,
a
no,
Paul
no.
now. I'm officially
No, no.
Paul on paper.
No. Tyrone's name would be Jamal.
Jamal.
You're just trading. You're trading the box of chicken for a basketball. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
No, he wants to be on Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cole.
Well, I mean, he could do that too.
No, I'm not really changing the name. It was a joke, guys. Chill out.
I thought you said
Oh,
Jakob.
oh,
That's like
Call
what's his
Tyrone Nicholas from now on. His name is his new name is Nicholas.
Jacob.
Call
Hello.
him Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Will anyone else change their name?
Oh God.
Hubert. Oh no,
Herbert.
this is Herbert.
Actually, Herbert would be KG to a T.
Wow.
No, Hubert.
No,
You are
KG
hurt.
Hero.
He can't do the fucking. He can't do the mouth whistle, so we can't. So
Yeah,
You
I
can-
can't even whistle in
Wait, is
general.
it because he? Wait, but is that from a lack of trying, or is he just not
No, I
good?
can't whistle for shit. No.
No.
What do you mean?
We're talking about
Lips
the
together.
fucking mouth whistle. The fucking the one.
Oh god.
Put your lips together. That's all you can do. Did you know how to
Can't do
blow?
it.
Yes, I know how to blow. Look, but I don't know how to whistle though.
Kevin, don't ever blow in front of me again, buddy.
Wait, in front of you, you guys are away, miles away.
He's in front of me
I
in
guess
my
I just
life.
changed my phone.
What's going on?
Tyrone, I'm wearing earphones. He blew in my ear. I'm not happy about this.
Yakoba.
He felt the wind pressure.
Comic cartoon. See, he's an animator, and we've had several great moments that he is not animated yet, and that makes me sad.
Tyrone always be begging for animations like he needs.
Read the chat, Terrell. Damn you. That's his biggest problem. He doesn't focus.
Wait, you can
Nancy
animate?
did it.
Ooh,
Doug
I-
Blood Trail. Wow, I want an Ansi Tsundere.
This is like,
We killed
why are
him.
those
We
specifically
killed him,
called?
folks. Killed him.
His lack of focus has killed him.
I think that guy just killed you.
I think he killed himself.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I want the
Like,
burrito and
uh,
some nachos.
So,
Everyone.
Everyone.
2 peanut
I haven't
butter and
enough.
jelly sandwiches. What?
What?
Oh my goodness.
We're sorry. folks.
Adrian.
Well, this is why we call it the bullshit power hour, because
Even
Polly.
how am I? I never even got a ship name with anybody. So you know what?
I don't know what.
Polly ship
Q
is,
Q
Polly ship is with Kevin. I already
No. You can't because
It's
I
not-
had to say it in order to.
No, Polly ship is with Kevin or TSS or is with Spider-Man, but we already know.
What?
wait, what? Why compare me to Spider-Man?
No, no.
No.
Polly and
Or
Bergen
shit
were-
hour, yes.
Oh, goodness.
Well,
Polly and
no, the
Bergen.
3 of us
That
are.
is
New,
one
I guess we're
power
New York shipping.
What? Oh,
New
that's
York shipping. Oh, because they're
I
both
get
from New York. Yeah.
Polly Prestige.
Polly.
That's Polly World with a bow tie.
No, it has to. No, you have to have the Poly World, but it has to hold up a sign saying.
Polly ships Tyrone and
What?
Terrell.
What monstrosity are being TSS?
Polly Killer.
That sounds like some.
Oh wait, no, I got one. TSS World.
That one's a little too easy.
Well, I mean that's why I do Polly Killer. Polly Killer is funny.
Yeah, that one's the better one.
So where's your mom at? He's with Polly.
Aw.
We're probably Elton shipping.
Oh
Or it
god.
has to be something you have in common with the person.
Yeah,
So-
but that one's too
Oh my
simple.
god, Ash and Kohara have a ship name. They never interact with
They
each other.
do.
Yeah.
Boom boom.
Well, yeah. Even if that's the case, they're
People,
still gonna
people
have
just
a.
like if they're in the same frame, that's enough for.
Wait, what the fuck is that? Bloom Bolt shipping? Like what?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This
that?
is as
Oh, there's
terrible
weird
as
names.
Angelfish shipping
Oh,
or whatever.
Ruby
that Blue
World.
Angel
Good
shipping.
one. I like that one. The Ruby World.
Ooh.
Oh, Ruby World sounds cute.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
The insane
The insane
Polly
Polly-
Oh god. Why is she inside my name? That's my
Tyrone the world.
Gross.
I can show
What?
you
Now,
that.
Wow.
now he's like, now I'm all wet. Where did all this water come from? I don't even drink water. I want coffee.
I just love how we just spent like 20 minutes just nicknaming each other.
Ruby
Right.
World. Actually, Ruby World does sound wholesome.
Oh,
Ruby
that's
World.
there you
Yeah, Ruby
Yeah, that
World.
sounds like it could be a legit channel, actually.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what it is? At least it tells you that this shit ain't scripted, folks.
Well, we don't read books, let alone.
Who would have thought
Sounds
we were
like-
scripted?
like-
You know, that makes me
Sound
sad because I
cute.
have
Because
all these
it's
light
already-
novels and I
the
never
problem
knew
is-
what to do with
You know,
them.
some podcasts out there they read from a fucking script and then they sound like some rejected fucking India
Wait, would it
telecommunication
not-
shit.
How is it a podcast that you read from a script?
I mean, it's still a podcast.
It's
Still a
pod-
it's a scripted podcast.
It's a scripted podcast. Come on, guys. Jeez.
No, what guys? You mean Tyrone? Tyrone's the only
Okay,
one.
fine. Come on, Tyrone.
You know,
You're
the point of a
shitting out
podcast
there.
is for a bunch of people to openly state what their, what their thoughts are. There's no point in writing a script at that point.
I think it's time for you going.
Oh, I see how it is, lightning.
What? Oh, TSS insane guy KG. Oh, because he couldn't include you.
That's including
Yeah.
everyone.
All that likes to be included, guys. If you leave her out, she gets sad and then she starts
She gets
aggressively,
sassy.
aggressively
And
sending
then she doesn't
emojis
talk
in
for us
chat.
for 5 days, and then
Ooh, ooh.
Well, you know what, TSS?
yay.
She loves you too, TSS. That's all
No.
that matters.
No,
See,
I don't
look,
love
guys, the phase is already beginning. We're in phase
That's
1 now.
That's Soon world. That's Tsundere world.
I'll leave that to Burgundy.
Oh God.
Burgundy world.
Oh yeah, that's right. I owe you
wait,
a clip
Yes,
of
that's
Pokemon.
silent. And you're a Burgundy.
Yeah, exactly. You owe me 5 million things.
$5 million.
I think that
You
was
owe me
better.
the Chronicles. You owe me Pokemon.
How lewd.
Hold on. Were you gonna
We're-
name all of them?
We're like
Yes.
60 miles away from each other. Probably more.
I mean, I think it was. I mean,
The fuck is that? Fucking
what
water.
was that?
Wait, you want the water shit? Wait.
No, el agua fría.
More dead than Soon.
That's water. See, that's fucking water.
No, what
Well
I'm having
played.
here,
Well played.
TSS, is agua
No.
fría.
We have to do the Palpatone.
Oh God. Let's get it.
Now we sound
Tyrone's
like the
just giving up.
doves.
Are you just not getting that in the conversation anymore? You're just
Am
gonna
I
be in the
lewd?
chat.
I always do that.
Are you lewd? That is
Thank
the
you,
question.
Thank you
Ow,
guys
my
for thank you
phone.
guys for
Probably
dealing
three-
with the bullshit. I
That
really.
says-
Somebody combined every name.
Also, we gotta fucking talk. We gotta talk about this. Hold up.
You
Did
5
we get
years.
some exclusive news just
yeah.
now?
You're
Yes.
very lewd.
Hold on.
What's ups?
We have to talk about the fact that the PokePod will be
Sudene.
turning 5 years old this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
you're right.
indeed. On
Yay.
Friday, actually.
Yep,
That
the
is
Pokemon
right.
will be 5 years old.
I don't remember
That's so
that
nice.
age.
I
If you
honestly
go-
don't remember us doing this for 5 years, honestly.
Yeah, it can go to
It
kindergarten.
felt
now.
like 10 at best.
Well,
All right, that sounds illegal.
Well,
How does that sound illegal?
I don't know
because
why.
here's the thing. Because here's the thing.
We're all
It's like,
adults.
Because you don't focus. Jesus Christ.
see, Tyrone needs his focus in.
Yeah,
I
not as bad. Like I
Talk
didn't realize
about-
how bad it was.
The
5
focus
years.
sash. That's all I wanted to
No, no.
see.
But I must state that the nucleus of the PokePod has existed
Hey, thanks for the follow, Brussels.
since the first Q&A video that was made on JPR's channel. Because canonically, those videos, which happened in August of 2015, are the first 2 episodes of the PokePod in its form because it was a Q&A.
mhm.
So
Right.
John couldn't join us tonight because he's battling an ear infection, and oh God, I know how those fucking
Yeah,
ear
those
infections are.
fucking
Those are fucking those suck ass.
Everyone take out your earphones. Hurry. It's important.
But it was first John, KG, and Tyrone. Then it was John, KG, and me. And then late as the year went on, we did more streams. And then the PokePod itself started in March 30th, 2017, but the nucleus started August 8th, I believe.
Yeah.
Or no, August 5th. Wasn't it August 5th, right? Or August 7th.
Yeah, it was August 7th.
It was
August
The
7th,
Q&As.
2015. Yes, those Q&As are still up on YouTube because that's on John's channel, JPR Poke Trainer 98.
Thankfully,
So-
his channel has not received the oof yet, so that's why it's
Yeah.
still out there.
Dean is left out. Well, the problem is Dean came later.
Yeah, he came later, and then he's shifted to.
I mean, to be fair, without John, I wouldn't have met these guys, and I thank him for that.
It's
Because
kinda
I
crazy
was
how
the one-
things have flied by, man.
Yeah, because in March 2015, I spoke with John the first time. I talked with him on Skype for like freaking 2 hours.
Mhm.
And I said, well, maybe we'd like to do a video in the future, or whatever.
Mhm.
And then fast forward 5 months later, that's when I got introduced to KG and eventually Tyrone. And then that's how we formed everything.
Yeah,
Right.
and then from there, our silly shenanigans just went wherever it wanted to go. And at some point, I asked Tyrone because we used to always do a lot of discussions, and we're like,
Right.
why don't we make it a thing? Like, why don't we give it a name or something?
Yeah.
And so I told Tyrone, like, we should probably give it a name. And at the time, we decided to go with the traditional PokePod, which honestly, I never thought it would have gotten to where it is today.
It was like such a basic name at the time, but now it's like the only thing that really comes to mind is like the PokePod. It's the PokePod podcast. So it's a Pokemon podcast, PokePod. Fuck it.
Exactly, and over time, it's kind of had its own seasonal shift with
Yeah, it had
titles.
PokePod and then PokePod R and then PokePod World and stuff.
Yeah, we needed to kind of continue to do separate sagas only because each one kind of represented something different. Whereas with the original PokePod, it was intended to stay the PokePod until the incidents happened.
Yeah.
But when we had to reboot everything all over again from square up, it had to go in a different title just to kind of separate itself from the original. Hence the PokePod R. The R being for rebrand, reboot, however you want to go, restart. Any
Revival.
Yeah, so revival, any format you want to go with that R. And then we had the finale around episode 100 or so to kind of give closure to the PokePod R in general, because that was the end of an era for a lot of people, especially with the finale of Sun and Moon. And therefore, we decided to take it a different approach with it, now titled as the PokePod World. Yeah, the letter R finally got used in a word here, being of world, so... Actually, the fun fact about it was that the R from the PokePod R was intended to be a little bit bigger in the world thing, but I decided to keep it as is, what you see right now. Just to kind of still symbolize the R gimmick I had from the last saga, whatever you want to call it. Until this day, I'm still pissed off. We've had over almost 200 sessions. We still don't have no goddamn wiki. How has nobody made us a wiki yet? Come on.
How do we not have a wiki yet? Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
151 PokePods. That's right. That's a good point.
Yeah, and look at that. It all goes back to where it all began.
Actually, it's more than that, because the original PokePod, the original PokePod went to like what, 50 something?
I want to say like
42.
I want to say hell. And to I guess a lighter extent, even though they weren't live, the discussions KG and I had at the very jump before we started doing the podcast, low key, those are technically in that realm. So the first ever crossover we did, which I still have, miraculously enough.
I know the one I remember that I did with you had to have been the Pancham episode, I think it was.
Well, it was after. It took place after the Pancham episode.
Where we had to talk about like the upcoming episodes soon after.
Yeah, the thoughts so far on X and Y. Which
maybe you should upload that as part of the anniversary.
Probably, yeah.
Wait, so does that mean new title next week? Nah. It's gonna stay the PokePod World.
It's still gonna be PokePod World.
Yeah. There's no real reason to give it as big of a push for this one. I'm still happy that the PokePod is still happening even until now, and it's because a lot of people continue to support us on such a grand scale, even after everything that happened, people still come to hear us ramble. Hell, look at the thing we just spent the last 50 minutes, man.
We just spent like freaking 30 minutes just freaking talking bullshit.
You want to feel really old? So that anime discussion I had with UKG to start it all off, the one where I made the request, that is December 20. That was uploaded December 24th of 2013, 7 years ago.
Until then, look at that. Till now, we're still all here.
And just to throw Terrell in it, because I know he's been in I know he's been in the background for a little bit, and I wanted to bring him into this.
I thought you hated me.
No. No. Anyway, where'd that even come from? Anyway,
he says I don't have any focus.
Terrell. Okay, you tell me I have flaws too. If anything, I'm telling you that because I care.
Hey guys, Ring Fit Adventure is up on Walmart if any of you
shut up, Kevin.
Terrell, do you want to feel old?
I'm already old. I turned 29 a few months ago. Shut up.
On the video the region video you made. Remember that?
Don't do this.
It's May 8th, 2011.
Almost 10 years.
Shit.
Almost 10 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I made that back when I was
if you wanna go,
21.
go all the way back. If you want to go all the way back and hear Tyrone when you sound like Mickey Mouse. That's when you.
So if you
So,
want to,
yeah. I
if
forgot
you
about
want to
that.
hear technically, our
I used to
first-
make that joke a lot back then. Go ahead.
So if you want to, if you like, and it's still up, weirdly enough. But if you want to
I don't
go
get
back
banned.
for Terrell's video way back then, that's 9 years ago. It's crazy.
Goggle Master, the reason why Tyrone sounded like Mickey Mouse because he was younger and his voice had a higher octave, but it was still
he was still growing to his face.
Yeah, he was like the beard hadn't come all the way in, but it's pretty thick now. It's ridiculous.
And then we also made a video where we did Terrell, you crossed over with me to discuss X and Y, which was in 2013 of June. So like a little bit before KG and I made our crossover for Diamond and Pearl, for X and Y.
No, but Diamond and Pro, you went back in time to cross over with KG.
Oh shit! I was reviewing with future Tyrone. What's going on?
I'm scrolling down. We actually had a lot of crossovers back at this point.
You know what? One of these days, we just need to like sit down and do like a reaction to like our first one we did.
Oh, that's
a 50th anniversary.
That's not hard.
That's
crazy. At least out of everybody, at least my voice changed the least.
Nah, my voice changed the least.
That's because you were older. That's because you were older.
you already matured enough.
You'd already grown into your body. Yeah, that didn't
I'm sad. Right. My voice is still the same.
I into my body.
I reached my final thought.
Well, that's also.
Wait a minute, but listen, you can't just talk about the old days. You need to talk about the new people you have too.
No,
who?
It's okay.
Oh God,
she's right here in the corner. We know. TSS already explained what happens to Polly when she gets neglected. Polly hates when she gets neglected.
But
Go.
no, this is you guys like started this. This is your time to
talk. It's not just ours. You know,
you have to look towards the future. Look towards the future.
Polly, it's yours too. What are you
and the future is wet.
Oh no.
And whirly.
Well, what am I talking about?
Well, your experience.
Your experience.
Coming into here? Oh, well, I actually can't really take any credit without crediting DJ or Daniel. He was part. I don't know. Can you explain the thing with the like Tasso's?
The Tasso cast or whatever it was.
Kind of like how that was a crossover, and then DJ did stuff with you guys. He did the Doki Doki Literature Club. And like a few other things.
I'm so glad at least we have the second part still up here on Twitch.
At the same time, where like these guys were doing more YouTube stuff, I was really active in the Tumblr anti-poke fandom, which brought with it many different ups and downs. But overall, it's where I made a lot of my friends. Most of which I've kept to this day, and one of them was DJ. And he started telling me when we got a lot closer, he started telling me about the PokePod. And there was one weekend that he came to visit the New York area, and we went up to spend the day in the city, and we met up with TSS and Kevin, and that's when I officially met both of them. And then later that year, I met Richie and Tyrone in person alongside Kevin and TSS. Am I missing anybody?
I think that was it.
Yeah. And then right after that, that was for Anime NYC. And then after that, Kevin, I don't know, I think it was that we were just sitting around the table talking for a while about like anti-poke stuff and like just, life. And you're like, hey, do you want to be part of this chat that we have going on? And I was like, what? Because I think I'd been like aware of you guys for a while, but I never really like delved too much into it. And yeah, ever since then, I wasn't too active. Like that was 2 years ago. Like I can't believe, almost 2 years ago. 2 years have gone by now. Last year I wasn't too active because I was working an overnight shift. If any of you remember my chaotic, like 5 minutes in and then 5 minutes out, like it's crazy. But yeah, I'm just I don't know, I'm just so thankful that I've been able to be a part of this. and that I've made new friends. Like, I just, and you guys have just supported me so much in everything that I've been attempting to do. Like I said, this year hasn't been easy, but I feel like I'm gaining much more confidence than I really ever had with creating my own stuff online. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
I can tell you right now, Paula, you have grown exponentially. Like the even now, like not even just because you're using the mic right now. You are more open. You sound more clear. You can get your thoughts out better. Where it's not hiding behind never mind, or I'll say it later, or it's, you have become your own, and I am really proud of the progression you've gone through in this podcast. Like for real, not even just in the PokePod, just branching off and making your own segment of the PokePod with the rivals discussions.
No, thank you.
I'm so proud.
All right, there you go.
What was that?
And let me clear the air on this one right now because obviously they've already been fucking shipped us.
What?
Terrell, because since we're talking about 5th anniversary stuff, Terrell, before the PokePod, I talked with you, hence the videos. And without doing that, I would have never had the mindset to go out and reach out to other YouTubers. Hence,
hey, don't put me on.
Shut up. Why I reached out to KG. So in essence, spiritually, you started the PokePod.
Don't put that on me. don't put me on a pedestal.
Because I didn't think that just up and asking to be a part of a video or anything would actually get me that far. I didn't even think you'd see it. You had so many subscribers at that point. To me, I was just one of the comments in the wind. That's what
I was already watched. I had already seen your channel before that. You know that, right?
Right. But
so I already knew who you were.
Right, but I did not have a big following at all. I had like before the PokePod, I think my subscriber account was like in the low hundreds. I'm talking like 200 at best.
I'm pretty sure I found you through the DVZ stuff, ironically enough.
Probably, yeah, because I did do the reviews of the movies. That's right. But by that point, I didn't think I had a big following. I didn't even know you were watching those. I had no idea. So now we're sitting at around the 2000s. And I didn't expect it all. And I didn't expect KG would actually answer me either, because I never figured that YouTube first of all, YouTube communication was way better back then. Way better. You can get in touch with another YouTuber almost instantly if you were doing it right, because their setup was better. Then now their setup is with Google and they fucked everything up. But yeah, like you could do, like you said, you could do video responses, and comments were more recognized when they made them now, and they're not hiding in the notification spot, whereas back then they would alert you when someone would talk to you, and you could talk with them back, or you could just message them in a DM situation on YouTube. You can't do that anymore, can you?
I miss video responses.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, not even just the video response, but like, let's say you wanted to privately message someone on YouTube. Wasn't that a thing? They took that away.
Yeah, there's no easy way to do it. I think you can still kind of do it, but it's like they made it more cumbersome.
Exactly. Yeah, but now you can just back then you could just do it, which is one of the reasons that kind of helped me, I think, with communicating with you and communicating with KG. It was like, we should go ahead and just have that. Also, I did a little bit of like Skype work. I was like, I wonder who has Skype. So I just started typing shit, and I was like, oh, I found him.
I think that's low key stalking.
Oh, of course it's stalking, but it was stalking for the greater good.
I'm actually surprised. I thought you were gonna argue with me about it.
Good.
No, it was greater good stalking, which is always the best.
I don't think
that scares me greatly.
It belongs.
Yeah, I don't think we knew that. I don't think it's technically greater good stalking, because I don't think stalking is a good thing.
Stalking is never good.
Yeah, but I think that's just a weird justification you come up with, so it doesn't feel like you've done something wrong.
It was stalking for the greater good, and we're moving on.
Tyrone, we might need to talk about your methods in madness. You can't just be up here stalking people and acting like you're doing them for legitimate reasons. That's like saying, guess what, guys? I found your address. Oh no, it's in your presents. Nah, why are you looking up my address?
Right. It's so that I can get to your house and warn you of the killer that's coming to your house. which is me.
Killer.
All right, Tyrone. No more sugar for you, sir. This is when murder happens.
Oh, some sugar on me.
No, we're pouring no sugar on anything.
we probably shouldn't go there.
Right.
Somebody tell us we're not putting sugar on him. I would say TSS is sweet enough, but I feel like it was a contradiction to his character. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's.
Also,
I mean, honestly, I'm a brash motherfucker, but I care.
I thought you were gonna call yourself a brat. I thought that was funnier.
I'm a brat. No.
No, that's a baby. That's a little different.
No, we need the picture of the Bugs Bunny with the freaking tongue shit. No.
Damn. No.
Oh yeah, I know you're saying. You're a man of quality, I see.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Our favorite new phrase has never changed. I'm gonna just say it again. Never changed, Jesus. Tyrone could change a little bit, but that's only because of certain aspects.
Wait, comment. It's okay. Like, don't feel bad about this. I think we're all joking.
Yeah.
What about
I
what?
think he feels bad because.
No, you're fine. I don't give a shit about that.
The thing about the shipping.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it can,
Damn.
no, but
I literally made a joke out of it.
I mean,
Everyone's
Tyrone's
always
having a
been
good
fun.
time laughing. That means
to
everybody's
be fair,
okay.
Tyrone's always been kind of tsundere, but it's like low key.
It's
Paulie's
been
probably
more
of a
noticeable
tsundere
now
than
that he's
anything,
streaming more
I
often, so you
think-
guys
think
can
what,
pick it
I
up
think what it
easily.
is in general, just to put this out there, I think it's just that the way the way that we mesh, it's like a weird ass chemical concoction, but
Yeah.
everything keeps separated. It's kind of like putting oil on top of water. It keeps it separated. It's like very
Yeah,
freaking
like
weird.
you can do this real easily. Let's say we're talking about Pokemon. Only Tyrone and KG will actually be talking about Pokemon. TSS will make some off-brand reference. I will probably have lost some level of focus at some point in the conversation and start pulling off of random words in the conversation.
I love how
Polly's
accepted it.
probably surfing up fan fiction like usual.
I love how you accepted it.
or I'll say something about the anime.
Well, that's true. You will say something, especially if any of your favorites get brought up.
So yeah, I think these two characters had great development. I love Brock. What? Okay, Polly, cool.
It doesn't even have anything to do with the shit.
No,
but I love
no,
it.
Tyrone, you have to get the noises right. You have to do the ooh.
Want some belly filled donuts.
You need that sound too.
I was good, but thanks to
Love
these
that sound.
jabronis.
It depends on the cuteness of the situation, but you usually get either the slow oohs or the like.
Polly, Polly, thank you for introducing
Yeah,
me to
yeah.
the word.
You get the noise. Yeah, you get the
What?
noise that sounds like a dying alternator.
Thank you
I
for
love
it.
introducing me to
I
the
did
word
I
jabroni.
did see that episode. I mean, the Polyrolly episode.
Oh
You're
Lord,
so
there she,
cute.
there she
Thank-
I
goes.
just love the smuggling underneath.
She
At the end.
She's good. She's
hidden
gone.
news.
This is why my
Where's
mom calls her the
Waldo?
noises
It's
girl.
Where's Worldo?
This is why my mom calls her the noises girl, because she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand what the noises are. No,
buddy man.
so the KG will always be the buddy.
See,
man.
me
Why
talking
not
about
the
Polyrolly
buddy
is
man,
literally
though?
Brock
Because
talking
you
about
say
girls.
buddy.
Actually, that's very true, Paul. That is literally Brock.
Yeah.
Except it's not as well. Actually, yeah, because it sounds just as sexual to everybody. Yeah.
How's it going, buddy?
Wait, I think I took a screenshot of it somewhere. Hold on, I'll find it. But
I bet
yeah.
you did. I bet you did. It's in the folder with everything else, and I do mean everything else.
Wow.
You don't have to tell them
I
everything.
say that, yeah.
I'm just pointing out things.
All right. I think
Very
it's
stupid.
around time that we get started on.
Yeah, let's do the episode now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well,
Thank
I
you
mean,
for
I
rating.
didn't mind that we went
It's
over the
rushed
hour only because I knew for a fact there wasn't probably much we're going to talk about for
I mean,
the episode
to
in
be
itself, but there
yeah,
is
to be
things for
honest.
other stuff.
Yeah, to be honest, because my opinions are going to be kind of short on this one. I'm gonna be
What are your
very-
opinions, Tyrone? You should go first.
No, we got to spin
we
the
got-
FPS.
Oh right, we got to spin the ball.
Yep, spin the Pokeball.
I don't
Polly,
want
why
to,
did you
but
put an
okay.
arrow to it like we didn't see it? We know what.
Fuck is that on the bottom right screen?
Don't worry, that's bottom left, first of all. And secondly, all right, everybody, let us get ourselves now into our review for this week's episode of PM 2019. Honestly, I don't remember the name of this episode. Let me go and I don't
It's
really.
31.
Getting a
31.
good go episode.
No, I mean the name of the episode.
Oh,
Well, I'll say it.
Feebas and Fiaz.
Yeah, the ugly
Yeah.
Feebas, I think it was supposed to be something.
It's
It's basically the ugly duckling episode, except not really done right.
What did I just say? I said
Tyrone,
No,
just because Kevin says it doesn't validate it.
Hinbasu no kirei na uroko. Or
I'll translate
Hinbasu
into thinking
pretty
that's
scale.
saying the ugly Feebas then.
No, Hinbasu is pretty scale.
no, okay.
Okay.
I like how that's the entire episode, and that doesn't even come into play until like near the end of the episode.
Yeah, but you see it at the beginning though.
Yeah.
All right, so this is pretty much a filler, not really filler episode because technically Go caught a Pokemon, so automatically that's not a filler.
Wingle. You know,
And Koharu development.
I have a
Barely.
story about I have a story about Go catching the Wingle. I was watching the episode and then my phone was sending me a notification about a delivery that came to my house. I looked at my phone for a second, looked up, and the Pokeball clicked, and I said, "Wait, what the fuck did he throw that Pokeball at?" And then it said Wingle's in the Pokedex entry. He got Wingle that quickly? I was like, it happened so quickly. I didn't even notice it happening. That's how bad it was.
But the more important question is, what came to your house?
It was a DoorDash order.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna make a
Was it
joke
Popeyes?
reference to like
No,
Power
I think it was Steak
something.
and Shake.
That's like
Pokemail.
Never had that. Also, thank you for the cheers.
キャメの新しい、キャモメの
Remember
新しい
Pokemon?
時
No
間
one
に
remembers Pokemon.
That kind of drive story I was pointing home on how this catching method isn't that great translated into the anime. Because if I can miss Go catching a whole Pokemon by looking at my phone and looking back at the screen, that's
You done fucked up. You done fucked it up.
kind of rough. But I did get to see myself on the episode. That was kind of fun.
Now,
did you see it on the first viewing?
The whole premise for this episode, honestly, is pretty basic. A bunch of kids don't seem to really adore this Feebas. I do want to give praise though to the voice actor for the Feebas, because God, I swear it gets a little sad at like the ending part where it starts like wheezing to death because like its scale like falls out of its fin and whatnot. So you felt a little bad for it, but it's only because of the voice performance of it going like that kind of thing. And I was like, wow, I genuinely felt bad for the poor little Feebas.
Goldeen's Seiyu is the same.
Yeah, also, funny thing about the Goldeen, is that an ongoing thing with Goldeen where it has like that echo come out of it?
Yeah.
That's been around since like Kanto.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
It's around since Kanto.
Which I'm gonna comment, Goldeen has had more screen time and development in that one scene than Misty's had in almost the entire fucking show.
Wow,
now that's a stretch that I agree on.
I agree with that, buddy.
It actively went through an obstacle course and did its job, and like you could see its personality flourishing through all of that. So you see it go. Misty usually uses Goldeen. Goldeen uses Horn Drill or whatever, and then it leaves.
Tyrone, I was literally meant to. Oh wait, were you comparing Misty's Goldeen to that Goldeen?
Yeah, I was comparing.
Oh, that's not how I thought you were just comparing it to Misty.
No, I was talking about Misty's Goldeen.
Okay, never mind. All right, wherever.
Because Misty's Goldeen only has one part that I thought was funny, and that's when it found Team Rocket drowning underwater.
Baby rage.
I think you just found that funny, even if it was you found it.
Well, yeah, just seeing Goldeen have that face like, oh shit, they're dying.
I mean, what would you think?
Oh shit, they're dying.
See? Everything's fine.
Yeah. And the funny part about Feebas, just in general, is like this little 6-year-old or 5-year-old girl or whatever is holding this poor fish out of water. Like she's just holding it. And
you're talking about that? Look at the little girl over here holding her goddamn Sea King off the ground.
Yeah, but
that's a bad bit.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that. Oh my god,
she's living her best life. Fuck you.
Here's the difference, though. Look at the Sea King. It looks content with this. The Feebas was suffering. And you ever seen a little kid hold a pet? It was like that. Like you ever seen a little child like they hold a cat up, but the cat.
I've seen a 5-year-old kill a cat that way.
Yeah, well, like the cat is almost the same size they are, so it's like suffering when it's being held up, and it's just like
But even when it's in the water, it still makes that noise too.
Well,
I think Feebas is just a Pokemon that looks like it's naturally invented.
Yeah, it's just blatantly pathetic, unfortunately.
Look at that bland
Magikarp's job.
Look at that bland character on screen right now. What the fuck is that?
Oh wow.
Christ.
Okay,
Look at this,
let's
look at
take a
this
second to
waste of
talk about
time.
Koharu then. Koharu, I guess
She
she
had-
gained something out of this?
Yes.
Her heart was moved a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just want to take a couple of seconds to talk about one thing I liked about this episode. The interaction, whatever it was, with her and Go. There was a segment where Go told Koharu was like, I could have sworn you were not a big fan of Pokemon, and then Koharu has like a little scuff moment where he's like, shush you, or something like that. They actually did something to that sort in one of the earlier episodes, except it was swapped around where Koharu did that to Go, and Go gave the same response. So I did like that for this particular episode, the role was reversed, as minor as it is. But at the end of the episode, obviously, as you could tell, Koharu gained a more fond appreciation for Pokemon in general. I don't know where they're trying to go with that story, honestly, but it's something, I guess, and I'm just happy to see Koharu get more screen time because she generally needs
Before
it.
we get into it, real quick, before we get into it, and I'll let TSS say what he had to say. Tyrone, I want to say something important. I want this to be on air. I want this to be recorded. Remember all those times I used to talk shit about Serena? I apologize.
Yep.
I
Okay.
apologize
All right.
profusely. This is so much worse.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Well, hold on. Wait, we're on episode 31 right now, right?
This is so much worse.
Doesn't that mean she has like 10 episodes to like?
Serena was more entertaining in the first 30 episodes. This is so much
Fair
worse.
enough. Fair enough. I mean, she did other shit.
Yeah, but there's a difference. She wasn't in. The thing is, though, Cloud wasn't in all the fucking episodes. You can't.
Exactly. It was poor writing. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, well, TSS, I guess you can take the helm on this one. Yeah,
the first thing I liked though is her reaction when coming to Sakuragi Park. It's like she says, like, "There's more of them."
yeah. She's so like disappointed by this. She's like, shit, it's growing.
Disappointed, yeah. And
it's almost like it's a lab for Pokemon.
I mean, she called Sota. She had a phone call for Sota saying, you know, the kindergartners. There's a kindergartner that had the Feebas and everybody didn't like it and all this stuff, and he needed help and all this stuff. And I really like that. Also, the kids on screen, the face is awesome.
Right.
But yeah, that's
when the kids learn Herbert's coming.
Oh no, don't no. Back in the box.
Well, actually, if anything, that's fine because that means they're aware and they need to stay away from him.
Anyway,
yeah, this is the whole thing. Oh yeah, reported, intimidate. That was funny. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, and it also was really fun. It also was really fun to say, to have like I think Go try to say, oh, I'm gonna go in this contest suit. No, it's for little kids. I'm like disappointment.
Oh yeah, Ash was gonna do that at some point. I'm like, wait, Ash is bringing back one of his Pokemon? Is that what's happening here?
They did that to fuck with people.
I know, and it hurts my heart, man.
Yeah, Journeys does that a lot.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, Journey.
Because I didn't get a chance to watch this fucking episode again. I only watched it once.
Journey's
you
like
only needed to watch it once.
Journey's code name is "You Thought You Had a Reference, Boy."
Also, there were some elements in this episode with Ash and Go that I also really liked. I know they did this in the preview, but I liked it that they brought it in the episode itself, where Ash immediately thought when they were talking about training Feebas, Ash mentality went straight to Pokemon battle, and everybody was just looking at him like, "What the hell are you doing there?" So I love like little segments like that because it kind of just shows a little bit more about the characters, personality and what they kind of view towards the word training and whatnot. Also, this image right here, we go trying to say that full name of whatever the contest was.
Type Pokemon the contest.
I swear to God, that was the voice actor who was just saying the line for the first time, and the directors are like, "Yeah, we're gonna take that one instead."
So I found out that Deco doesn't know how to read. That makes a lot of sense.
Also, also, I like the wallpaper. I like the wallpaper and fucking Windows 10.
I had an interesting take on that though. I think it's because I might be looking too far into this, but because Go doesn't go to school, he skips school.
Oh
so
no!
Maybe I don't know.
That's funnier to me. I actually like that It's like, what's wrong? Oh, Go's dyslexic. Like,
Oh, the only issue I had was, didn't he have like a supercomputer at home or some shit?
He had like
that's
6
because his
monitors.
parents bought
Yeah.
from him. Doesn't mean he knows how to read.
Yeah, you have fucking 6 monitors.
Isn't
He
that
could
awkward to have a computer and not know how to read?
Yes, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. He's like Pokemon.
Remember, he
Pokemon,
was
yeah,
never
let's
looking
see.
at like books or anything. He was only looking at video clips of Pokemon from Mew.
Yeah.
Mm,
Tyrone, do you do work on your computer? No, you Google random shit.
yep.
That's how you watch a bridge series.
Yep, that's what I do. Like,
Naked.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, I would say there's a lot of like toddlers that for some reason know how to work tablets and phones and shit. And I'm like, how? You don't even know how to read.
Because physical work is better than talking.
I mean, I guess they recognize the thumbnail and they just click it.
Yeah,
so.
pretty much. Yeah, I mean,
you're just
instinctive.
having what you recognize.
Okay.
It's instinctive stuff.
Alright. Yeah. Now I do want to like out of all of the characters here, I actually like none of them are my favorite in this episode except for one, and I think Terrell, you already know which. In
Team
this
Rocket.
episode, yes, Team Rocket.
Really?
No, the little girl.
Little girl's great.
She's the best character in the whole goddamn episode.
Yeah.
Well, of course, she better be.
Why
'cause
can't
she's
she be
main
the third
focus.
traveling companion? Because holy shit.
Yeah, listen, she is a melodic. She can
know.
kick ass at this point.
This girl-
she's a good mixture of adorable, but also like,
She
Reasonable.
tries.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing, granted, I will get into it.
So she learned how to swim.
She was like
Look at that progression, Koharu.
damn.
Fuck your progression.
I just like whenever you get any opportunity, you're gonna just smack on
Oh,
her.
absolutely. Fuck her. Fuck her.
You want to know what the feeling I got when I saw her, the girl, Bonnie. I got
Oh,
Bonnie
that's why.
vibes. Yeah, I got Bonnie vibes.
Kind of.
No,
Is
I
that
kinda-
why you saw the
I'm
dinner
very
in this
lukewarm on
episode?
her for some reason.
You said what, Polly?
No, it's more. I think it's just I kind of viewed this episode as like it's like I have mixed feelings on this one. Like it feels to me like half a character of the day episode, like pre Sun and Moon,
Mm-hmm.
but like it had the vibes of that. But I get that it was important for Koharu's development. But I wish it had been Koharu taking more of a
Yeah, like
Oh,
Ash and
it-
Cody
oh,
to take a back seat for this.
Oh, you know, that sounds like my issue with like the last, what, 2 episodes,
No,
I want to
yeah.
say? it's the same
Well,
issue.
but you wanna know
Where
what-
she's
But those were
supposed to be.
specifically not.
You
Like,
want to know
last
what?
episode was not a Koharu episode though.
No, but the one before it was,
To-
kind
to-
of.
To jump on that, so to jump on what Polly said, that does make a lot of sense considering the fact that when the episode starts, it starts off with Koharu, first off. Second, she's the one that receives the call to help her younger brother, which by extension help the friend. But
Mm.
what does Koharu do? She immediately gets Ash and Go to do it. So it's like, it's almost like tossing the responsibility over.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
isn't it-
these
it-
are her
isn't-
episodes, but she's lost in the shuffle, and I feel like
It's
I-
doing that thing
The-
that I had an
little
issue
brother
with.
the little brother could have cut corners and just called Go.
No, realistically, the issue for me more so is that it suffers from what I thought the Yamper episode suffers from, and kind of the Pikachu one to a similar degree, where it's like 2 episode concepts in one episode, and they felt like they didn't know how to mesh it properly.
Mm.
So like this here, I think it meshes a lot smoother than it does in the last few episodes. But you still have like this weird thing, like what I mentioned before, where Koharu is like relevant for the beginning half of the episode, and then she only really gets 2 visual gags, and then she's irrelevant for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, but the thing
Other-
is, though, this is the
until
first,
you get
the
to
first
credits.
time we actually see Koharu in another fucking region other than Kanto.
That
Yeah,
means nothing. That means absolutely nothing.
It
It
makes
means
me,
something. It's the
it
first
does,
time.
it does make me wish that they Ash Go and Koharu should have traveled together. I feel like that should have been a thing. I
That
feel,
would imply this is supposed to be some type of progression. I don't
It
see that
is a
happening.
Because
Barely.
she taught the girl how to swim.
That's not progression. That's
is.
just that's being proactive.
Proactive, proactivia.
Well, that sounds like a disease. That sounds like a disease.
No,
I mean,
that sounds like
I
like
said,
yogurt.
like I think it was
Maybe
a
it's apple.
nice episode. It just gave me like character of the day vibe, so it wasn't something that really jumped out to me. But
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
it's fillerish. Definitely.
It's got the bare bones stuff in it, like Team
It
Rocket.
feel like Team Rocket's on full jobber duty here. This is like Johto Team
Can we
Rocket.
talk about Meowth? Oh my gosh, like
the violence.
Shit, mean as shit.
Oh, and I guess the one thing we do need to address, at least one of my biggest issues, and I think KG agrees to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Feebas should have evolved at the end of the episode. Personally, I feel like if you were gonna push this whole argument of like Feebas is cool and strong in its own way, it should have won without evolution. To where the kids only accept it now because now it's pretty, because now it's evolved.
And if the scale had fell off Feebas, I think she should have just kept it as a keepsake to remind
like a
her.
memento.
Yeah.
Like, see, that scale could have been on that trophy right there.
The trophy looks like the Cascade badge, by the way. That's a nice touch. Wrong region, nice touch. Wrong reason. Yeah,
also, was this Koharu's first time interacting with Team Rocket in any capacity, or am I wrong?
Yes.
No, there was episode 20.
Wait, what?
Remember when Nash and Go were talking about their goals and they were all there?
The orienteering episode. Yeah, they showed up at last minute.
The reason why you forget is because of how irrelevant it is. Sorry.
Well, because two major things are happening in that episode. Ash is actually fighting a Meganium in order to rank up for the world champions, and Go's catching like a lot of Pokemon. So Team Rocket showing up was just like a like don't they get blasted off like almost as quickly as they showed up?
Yeah, because Lugia / Mew showed up.
Yeah,
they're situation like Paul, like some of the rivals and some of the other side characters like won't really ask who they are. They just kind of they've seen them before, but it's like a whatever sort of thing.
It's also not. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna be that excited to see like other older characters in this region, considering like my two new mains. I think I'm not overly in love with. Like, I'll be excited to see Ash interact with some older characters again. But like, if you threw, I wonder how such and such will interact with Go or Koharu, I'm like, I don't really care.
I don't mind if the side characters that interacted with those main characters coming back would be with Go, like what they did with Karina and Karina's grandfather, where it was Gherkin that talked with Go. But never really interacted with Karina.
I actually like that. That was
if that's the approach, I think that's more better written, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, I liked that more than the.
It makes it sound like they have their own shit to do.
Exactly.
Which, speaking about their own shit to do, I guess
it's like a much weaker version of the Silent and Brock thing.
Yeah, except without the fact that they don't have to not say Ash or something. But in the PM 2019,
oh man, they're gonna do that. There's no way they're not gonna do that. Unfortunately,
they did it with the specials. They're gonna. Well, actually, no, they already did it with Gherkin, so they're not gonna suddenly fall back and not do it again.
I mean, with the Brock and Silent episode, they actually
they don't acknowledge it.
What Polly said, that actually does compliment what Polly said, though, is that even characters that didn't technically meet each other at first can meet each other without Ash being involved, but not in this series. Not in the Ash absorbs focus, like he is the center of attention.
They should have done another Chronicles, but what do I know?
Don't worry, tomorrow's or next week's episode is going to be
tomorrow. What happens tomorrow?
Tomorrow of next 5 or so days. I don't know.
Just stop it. I get you. I got it.
No, because there's extra stuff that we have to talk about.
No. I'm not going to go suddenly jump straight into that discussion. There's still more to talk about for this episode, but I just want to say
I'm just saying that's what we mean.
Yes. But honestly, I don't know what more to say about this episode, in my opinion. At least from my perspective, only because there's not much to add to the conversation.
Yeah, it's just fine. I think that's the way I look at it. It's like, it's fine.
Exactly. It's a fine episode. You got to see more of the characters interact with each other. It feels like they finally got the group together as a group. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Koharu and her little brother were to be mainstays now at this point. Because I really like it when all of them are together. I especially like Koharu's brother, because it ain't a Max, first of all. And secondly, I just think that his interactions with Go and Ash are honestly better.
Just gotta chill out, guys.
The only problem I have with... Oh, sorry, what were we going to say, Tyrone?
Go ahead. Go.
The only problem I have with that is that I just feel like he doesn't really have much of a personality. Like, I'm sorry for that hot take. Like, Max was annoying, but he had a person. He was smug.
Yeah,
Agreed.
And
that's what I'm saying. Like, have him be added, similar to how Max was added later in the show of AHE. This way, Sota can have an opportunity to kind of get his own identity sometime later down the road.
Yeah, weirdly enough, if we were to give Koharu's brother, like just based off of his appearance as a personality per se, it's not as vibrant as Max's, obviously, because he had more screen time. But he seems like the more positive of the two siblings, and he's more optimistic. And he's fully accepted the world of Pokemon. He hasn't grown up to the point where he's indifferent about it yet, like Koharu is.
Mhm.
Well, we don't even understand why Koharu is the way she is about the world of Pokemon. In my
Which
opinion.
is kind of weird that he didn't like address it as much in like the Yamper episode, because I thought that would have been perfect. To do.
Yeah, that's my main issue.
When we went way back in episode 1, well, technically would it be 1 or would it be 2? Yeah,
No,
it'd
well,
be
two, because one was the prequel.
Yeah, when we went back, and then we also talked about that one Koharu episode that happened first with the Gengar thing. I always chalked it down like this. She's taking, and Polly, you can back me up on, like, you can say I'm wrong or right or either or, because you're the one that would fit this demographic better.
Mhm.
When Koharu grew up, she when she was younger, she probably had more of an interest at that point. But then you got Professor Sakuragi dealing with Pokemon. You got kids talking about Pokemon all over. When she grew up, as teenagers, usually this happens. She was probably just over it. She was probably just over it. Like, a lot of dads will come up to their teenage daughters and be like, "What happened to that little girl that used to love like princess shit?" And she's like, "I'm not into princess shit anymore, Dad." Like, it's like that. I don't know why the teenager is saying shit to our father like this in this example, but I just thought it was like that. Like, a teenager just grew up and she was just like, whatever.
I mean, you could definitely tell that in the whole scene with the classroom, like everybody hounding her, asking if she's gonna be just like her father, and it's almost similar to. It's kind of what I wish would have happened with Joanna and Dawn. Oh, I mean that like was fine, but I think it would have been interesting if they played that up more, like, you know, that pressure to like be just like your parent.
I know this is gonna be a stretch, but remember the Toy Story 2 movie where Emily, the little girl who played with Jessie as a toy, she was into like cowgirl shit, and then after a while, she just was over it and left Jessie in the most saddest fucking movie scene I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Sometimes you need to leave things and then
reevaluate yourself and come back.
Yeah.
But they never did that though in the movie.
Well, no, I'm saying for this example, because sometimes people come back, sometimes people leave what they like. Because
I just wish
it's kind of like when people said they dropped off Pokemon for a while because they felt embarrassed for still liking it, and then when they got older, they came back into it.
Yeah, I just wish that could be expanded on more, but maybe it will, I guess. But
unfortunately, I think what the series is suffering right now is holding a lot of this for later. See, I think what's happening here is this is the Mallow situation, as I call it, because I love Mallow as a character in Sun and Moon. But even I gotta admit, they've held on Mallow's character for her big moment until like right in the final year of the series.
I'm surprised Terrell didn't even talk about Mallow, but then again, I don't think he watched Sun and Moon like that.
I didn't watch Sun and Moon, that's why I couldn't.
Yeah, they're giving like little nods and hints towards what the characters are kind of going for, and unfortunately, it feels like they're kind of not pacing it well enough, because I know a lot of the focus is going on Ash right now. But even then, the characters, at least outside of that, could have their own moments. And
here's my thing:
I mean, we lost 6 weeks because of the Backstreet Boys tickets. So
all I'm saying is this: listen, my issue isn't that she doesn't have like her backstory. I mean, granted, I would prefer the backstory, but like when she's in episodes, she just has. This is the most expressive she's been in an episode, and it almost feels out of character because I don't know what kind of character Koharu is supposed to be. She seems like the general premise seems to be that she's really indifferent to the world of Pokemon. So like her getting randomly, like the random defensiveness of Nami, which is the little girl, it's a cool out of character moment, but it doesn't mean a lot because Koharu doesn't have a standard. I don't know what I know what Go's standard personality is. Koharu's standard personality is a girl who goes to school, is a basic bitch. Like, that's the best way to describe it. That's what she is. It's one of those, like, I'm going to school with my friends, and I'm going to the mall, and I'm sipping iced tea. And
And
then
it wouldn't
that's
be
it.
as jarring if she wasn't consistently in the openings every time.
Yeah, she's in the
Mhm.
opening, but she's barely in episodes. And it's like, what the fuck was the point? Like, I don't understand what direction you're going and why I have to wait so long to get to something that's not going to be overly complicated. It's going to be pretty fucking simple.
She might
Just
probably want to be a researcher like her dad, so she's gonna like go with them to different missions in order to take notes or
No,
some
but see,
shit.
at that point, you're just speculating.
Yeah, we're speculating. We have to come up with
Right.
You had to
Also,
come up with a reason
I
for why
wanna-
she's in different Pokemon. Because the damn anime doesn't want to show you shit.
I do want to touch upon something that I saw people bring up during our conversation about the hiatus. Okay, it is unfortunate that the hiatus did happen. However,
That's
these episodes were already handled prior to these kind of things.
Yeah.
Episodes were structured. I can guarantee you, had the hiatus not happened, and we were doing this review weeks ago, we'd still be repeating ourselves then, because
be at
unfortunately the episodes are still structured the same.
We'd
At
be
the
at
end of the
episode
day,
37 at that point, right?
nothing changed at that point. The only change was the timing of when the episodes air, not the episode's content in general. That doesn't get affected. Well, at least as of right now. We can't say for certain for the future of PM 2019, but for what has already been handled now, these kind of shows were already far in development, and
I
were already
wanna
planned to come out some point.
I want to say on TSS's point though, well, while yes they were planned, because of, I will say that the hiatus did kind of affect my perspective of how I see it. Because you ever have that moment where you're really waiting for something to happen? Obviously, with a 6-week break, the amount of time that passed almost doubles. So I'm sure if we were to, I mean, it's not going to dramatically change it, obviously, because we got the episodes we got right now. But if you were to watch them all, just like binge them and watch them all in one setting, the events won't feel so far apart. Because right now we got that huge absence. Well, we got to live with the fact that we had that 5-week absence.
No, but that's up to the person itself, not to the shows. Like if a person was to have come watch this series after the series had already concluded and binge through it, then they'll have the issue that, or maybe they might not.
They'll have the issue. It just, I don't think it would, like, I think the issue would not be as jarring. Yeah, it wouldn't be as amplified. I'm not saying that it's not just that it's justifiable. I'm saying that helped. I'm saying that.
but the hiatus did not help people's.
Oh no, it didn't help.
Of course
But
it didn't help.
I'm just saying, like, for the
it doesn't-
story's written content, it's still
because
remaining the same.
Terrell's got a point too. Even from based on what we have now, we still barely have. I think there's Koharu's. If we want to count Koharu as a focus for this, which you can do, I guess this will be debatably her 3rd or 4th episode.
Yeah.
Out of a 30 episode series, I mean,
it's like once every 10 episodes we get like an episode from Round.
Yeah, it just so happened the stars aligned where she happened to get multiple back to back.
Even though it still doesn't mean anything, because like I said, episode 29 was more focused on Yamper than it was Koharu. Yeah, we got the backstory, but it's nothing. It doesn't change Koharu as a character perspective wise in terms of her as a character. Maybe in terms of relationship with Yamper, but it's not anything. Like, it doesn't, like, here's my thing. A flashback should make you look at a character differently once the flashback is done, or at least give you more context to why the way they are. We got neither. And what we did get from it was for Yamper, wasn't for Koharu.
And similar to Reboot, we got for Reboot, but not for Go.
Yeah.
I wish, like, they don't even play around with her running joke that she brought in the one of the few episodes she had the running joke. The running joke is that Pokemon fucking love her, like they swarm her. But they threw it all. It's like they threw it away, and I don't even think they necessarily threw it away. I think just so much time has passed. It could be possible the writers forgot the joke.
I feel the same as Rob, though. Like, I really want to root for her. I think she has the potential.
I do too. Because actually, when they give her an episode, unfortunately, they have to rip her away from Ash and Go for us to focus.
But I like it that they do that, because that gives her her own time to shine. Not like in this episode where she has to share it with everybody else here.
And go ahead, Polly. I'm sorry, you were saying something.
No, yeah, I want to root for her. Because I don't know, I like that she strikes me as different personality-wise than, say, like, May or Dawn or Serena, like, or even Lily or Mallow, they're very like happy-go-lucky and energetic, and obviously they had their own personality differences. So I think it's interesting in terms of like Koharu's interactions with Ash and Go, how she's a little bit more withdrawn, and it's like they could really play off of that, and make it like for an interesting dynamic, the same way that like Iris and Ash had an interesting dynamic because they would like banter a lot, and
You know
not
what would have
get
been
along.
perfect, honestly,
Yeah.
for Koharu? The friends we saw in episode 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell are they? I
Maybe-
need
maybe
to
we'll-
see them
maybe we'll-
interact with Koharu,
Well,
man.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm
at
hoping.
this point, it's still in the air.
I'm really hoping by episode 60, at least we're gonna have at least Go and Koharu are gonna be more developed to the
I
point where
really
we
do.
actually
Because, like,
care
see, the
about
reason why I act this way is only because I want to see these
Mhm.
characters
Yes,
that I'm
we all
liking
do.
shine.
Exactly.
We all
And
do.
I'm
But
seeing the
I
potential
see where
there.
they're going. I'm seeing where they're going, and I'm rooting for them.
Yeah, exactly. I see the direction they want to take these characters. Now it's up to the writers to actually push that, and
Agenda.
hopefully get the story out that they've been wanting to, push out for a while now. It's just unfortunate
Things are
that
looking
as of
good.
right now,
Things are looking good.
yeah.
Mhm.
Things are looking up though.
I'm just
Yeah.
glad Koharu
Oh,
got
yeah,
more screen
definitely.
time. Yeah.
And I again don't want to run into the situation either that happened in Sun and Moon where like towards the end of the series everybody had went through rush development. Like that last minute, oh shit, we got to start actually working on these characters because the Pokemon League is happening now apparently. Like
Well, the thing is though, to be fair, they didn't even know what the fuck they were doing for the first 50 episodes.
right, because
Yeah, it wasn't until the Poipole arc happened.
KG,
No, it wasn't until the Nebby arc until shit
Oh, I'm
happened.
sorry, yeah.
Nebby.
because
I would argue.
KG, I know you're gonna fight me on the street for this one because you're a Sun and Moon. You love Sun and Moon.
Also, you never watched the whole show, you.
Well, I went back and I went back and did my research because of that.
By watching the episodes?
And I watched some of them. I watched the ones I felt need to be watched.
No, you don't say need to watch. No, you have to watch.
And I even looked at the episode count. Well, I was like, okay, let's check out Steenie and Primarina because those are two Pokemon that are fully evolved, and they're my biggest example of Pokemon that needed to evolve before the league happened to give them a chance to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at their evolution list. Apparently, Poplio stayed a Poplio for 90 fucking episodes before it decided it wanted to be Brionne, and then 15 episodes as Brionne, and then turned into Primarina at last minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
and that's why I
what?
say the only character who got sufficient development was Lily, and that's why I think I'm so hard on Koharu because I thought Lily got like very good
And the
development.
thing was
from
with
the
Lily, she had to share a lot of the story with everybody else. But even then, Lily's moments wound up being phenomenal only because they understood how to write down the character.
As someone who did not watch Sun and Moon, the one thing I could probably say about Sun and Moon without even watching it is that the core difference between Sun and Moon in this series is that at least those other girls, that even though they didn't get their development properly, or even the side characters until later on, they were in episodes and they were interacting. And you can get a feel for their personality.
No,
Not
that's
all
it.
the time.
The
Not all
series
the
is
time.
written about character. It's not written
Not all the
about like
time.
the story. Like, see, I can always bring up moments about the show. Like, there are segments where the characters have nothing to do with the scene whatsoever. Like in the Charjabug racing episode, Lily, Mallow, and Lana were just chatting with each other, and they're like, "Hey, let's have a girls' day out, and let's go over to the Pancake Girl place with the Raichu, and let's go get some snacks there." And they just had like a little small dialogue on their way over there, but like they were irrelevant to the episode, but they still added something because interaction is important and key to seeing these characters, shine a little bit in the show.
That's what Koharu.
That's what I'm
misses
saying. I
severe.
need her friends here because her friends are a part of
Here's my thing.
Koharu.
I don't mind her interacting with Go and Ash. My problem is that her interactions with Go and Ash don't feel genuine right now.
And also,
They feel
there
like,
rarely any. There's no girls there either.
I mean, the
She's
girl
only
thing.
female.
Girl things would explain a lot in terms of her backstory and maybe the way she acts at school versus the way she acts when she's around Go and Ash. but that would imply there's a dynamic there. There isn't, which is why I find it ridiculous when during the Pikachu episode, like, oh yeah, Koharu yelled at me for ignoring you, and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because that doesn't even sound like something Koharu would do.
Yeah, exactly. You can't get a feel for Koharu's personality because there's no screen for that.
Yeah, I don't understand what kind of character she's supposed to be. I have to guess, which is stupid in an animated medium that I'm watching on a week-to-week basis. Why do I have to guess about what your personality is? You should have already shown it to me at this point. I knew what kind of guy he was, at least from the first couple of episodes. Koharu, I have no fucking idea what they want.
She was bitchy, so that's fine.
And now she's more bitchy on screen, but less bitchy now. And it's like, see, like I just want to see.
There's
Koharu.
No consistency.
Yeah,
There's no consistency.
It's so awkward. Yeah, and honestly, this is my biggest flaw with this series right now. Their approach of episodic stuff, I think, is really hurting this series. Because they keep things to a very minimal, like to 1 to 2 episodes, to try to keep a coherent arc. You know, like whenever they're Galar, it's usually like 2 episodes, and the reasoning behind it, honestly, I think is really ridiculous. Where it's like, oh, we're only doing this so that way any person can jump into the show whenever they want to at some point later down the road. You know, and it's like, what?
Yeah, it's a terrible.
You're telling me a person can hop into episode 100 and be okay with seeing an Ash have a Dragonite, Lucario, or Gengar? You know, no, like stories are written to be told from beginning to end, not in the middle of a story.
I think one of the things also that throws a curveball into the whole Koharu thing, weirdly, is technically episode 0/episode 1. Is her personality as a child is different in that one than the personality she has as a child in the jealousy episode.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like her personality changes the fit.
It's almost like they had an idea of Koharu at the beginning, and then they was like, shit. Oh yeah, she's this now. And then
they kind of morph her into whatever they need for the episode to work. That's why this episode just happened to be a development kind of episode. That's why she gets a little bit more of a smooth transition. But there's no guarantee when we get into the next episode that shit'll be irrelevant again. Is she going to start liking Pokemon more? Well, we don't know. The only thing that we could really base it off of was the gag that they took out that Tyrone mentioned a while back. See, let's say her heart was moved by Pokemon more like this episode implies. That means the next episode that she's in, maybe she gets swarmed by Pokemon again, and she's more accepting of them. That's called progression. But that's implying that A, they kept the gag since they took it out of this episode, or B, they're going to keep the development, which we'll see. And my problem is, I'm still guessing with her. It's 30 episodes. I shouldn't be Serena, I wasn't guessing with. I knew what kind of person she was, for God's sakes. I thought it was boring, but I didn't think it was, I knew what kind of person she was. Carter, I have no idea what the fuck they want to do. And I don't think they know. I think they're just using her for when it's
Mornox has a point.
What's he saying?
World tour concept, and they can do whatever they want. They just need to stay focused on the direction they're going for. I think I know. I already can sense where they want to go. The thing is, though, as we mentioned last week, this is the most divisive series that we've ever seen from a Pokemon series, and that's what makes this so great. Because, like I said, people can interpret it several different ways, and I love it. It makes people talk about things. It's not like we're going in one direction. No, we have like several different viewpoints of where we're going.
Yeah, everybody has their reasoning for certain flaws, and no reasonings are normally the same. Everybody has a different interpretation.
Different
for
thing, yeah, of course. I like it.
Well, if it were up to me, I know this is but this is the one that most people don't really agree with when it comes to this, because some people like character development intertwined. I like when it's in sections, kind of like how X and Y did it, where there were certain chapters of the show that were about them. Like Serena had a whole chapter about her, the opening change. That show that focused more on her. So it was Megavolt, but it was the Serena version.
Yeah, the Serena version where they had the
during the it was showing her entering the contest and stuff, and like her interest in contests.
Oh yeah, her mother as well. What was with the breaks in?
And show Pancham and show Arlia and breaks in, because if you notice, Serena and Arlia start off with both Finnegan. They both start off with Finnegan. She just evolves hers faster. and makes it up as Kalos queen before Serena gets to be runner-up. And while they're doing that, you can see Serena got her own opening. She got her own ending, which was Dory Dory. During that, she got more focused episodes, and you can see that because when the episode title starts, you can see Serena on the side instead of Ash and the others. They put little touches and details to let us know we're following her story now. She's the more of the main focus in this section of the show, at least until Clement leaves, and then we do the.
You know what? It also aggravates me as well. Now thinking about it more clearly, you know what really's ticking me off now? Looking back at past series, because like in a way, normally the female lead tends to have their own goal in mind, like May with Dawn, and then a little bit with Serena until like the midway point. Here, the person that's the side main character is Go. Yes. And Go so far hasn't really done or has had expectations that I've been wanting to see be met at this point.
Yeah.
Like, this is a bad follow-up to a secondary character.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's pissing me off more, because I feel like had Koharu been a part of the cast, honestly, I think she could have been the secondary one. Because I honestly like the route they're going with her. But because of the approach that they're taking her, where she's the side character and not necessarily the main one, her episodes are so sporadic. And when they come, it's like, great, they're here, but it took you so long to get to this point. And then when you start rushing out episodes at points, it's like, great, you're bringing them, but it doesn't feel like it's all Koharu. It feels like it's everybody else except Koharu, like with Yamper development, and not Koharu development. It was more like Koharu got a backstory, but it was tied to Yamper,
Yeah, they mixed it. That's what they keep doing. They keep doing these weird things where they're mixing two different concepts in the same fucking episode, and then acting like, oh, look how well this flows and paces together. I'm like, it doesn't at all.
I kind of want to know what TSS you think they're gonna do with the direction of the show. I mean, I don't know. It's your speculation.
Yeah, what's your theory, TSS?
I know where they're going. Like I said, I think what they're doing is they're taking their time. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you gotta hurry up. But the thing is, though, you have to remember that this series is not bound by Game Freak. So I'm guessing they're pushing it because they probably will want to put some of the story elements from the DLC. And I think they want to have everything in the tank, so when they get to that point, they'll have it. Now, for the character development, it's happening, but for some people, it's not happening quick enough. But I think now what I'm seeing with the next few episodes, what we're going to get, we're finally going to see some more progression, which we should have seen 10 episodes ago, but they had to build up the whole Leon thing in the Pokemon World Championships. They had to get that out of the way first so that they can work on it. So, in a way, I was right, but the thing is, though, for people, it's still too slow for them. But again,
I think it's more like you were right, but it came at a cost for other characters.
Yes, it came at a cost. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that. But now, if they pick up the pieces, if by the end of the year, which I will say episode 50 or 52, because we got to count that as a year. By the end of the first year, if we don't get a full a more fleshed out Go or a more fleshed out Koharu, then I would say that this series is a failure. But I don't think they'll let that happen.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear, because this is the follow up to the last generation with Sun and Moon leaving on such a remarkable note for me anyway, and for many fans who jumped into the series at like the second point. This is the follow up to that. Also, and it's like for Ash, I'm gonna say this right now, for Ash, he's doing great. I honestly think this is Ash's best, despite having that really faulty episode not too long ago. But I think this Ash right now that we're having is so far pretty great. The reasoning is because almost all of the episodes involve him and his Pokemon, But it comes at the cost of the fact that everybody else is starting to slowly disappear. Like how we always complain about how Clement, like the moment his league or his gym battle was done, he just became in the sideline.
Yeah,
that literally just happened like at episode 2 for Go.
there's little show but not tell things that happen with Clement. His inventions actually don't blow up as much.
No, I get that, but I mean, like in terms of development.
I think though, however, that this
he openly
series,
helped Ash with the Ash Greninja transformation.
this series specializes in you have to pay attention to the fucking screen if you want to get what the hell references they're trying to make. I love that because that's kind of like, well, where's Waldo or where's Worldo?
Yeah, as we say, where's the whirl of the week? Oh, there it is over there, like hiding right in the bag.
I actually found an Easter egg. It might be one, but I don't know if this happens all the time.
Go right ahead.
In the very beginning of the episode, I noticed. Here, I'll wait for Kevin to put it.
I don't think that's really. I mean, when they caught him, they were like that though. When Go caught those two,
why I was like.
It might still be. It might be. You can consider it an Easter egg in some aspects.
Yeah. I think, like for OS fans, you know, to kind of acknowledge the past and look at it for the present timeline, you could see it as that. But there are a lot of moments in the series in PM 2019 where you can reference Kanto.
My dumbass always thought that Nidoran female and male always just are together like
Yeah.
Yeah, in theory, that's why I said it's like you could, but I also think that's just the nature of those two mons.
Yeah,
this is just me grasping at straws at this point.
I do like though that the one episode where they're fighting, all the Pokemon are fighting, and somebody tries to run up on female Nidoran and male Nidoran is like blocking the way. I was like, that's cute as fuck. I like that. That was adorable.
What stan am I? I'm an AG stan, and you're not going to change that.
Hey, listen, now I'm in that same club too, buddy. AG's always going to be the definitive for me.
But,
no matter what's here. Even if I love Sun and Moon, AG
music,
will always be
background music choices, and
insert songs are the best in my opinion.
Inserts, absolutely. That's why I said BGM.
Ow, my neck.
So I'm also, and this is I guess this is nitpicking. This is me just noticing. And Tia says here, obviously, your point is more valid than mine because we're only, as of now, we only know of 36 episodes that are out.
That's correct.
So I noticed they're not really going out to regions to do missions for real anymore.
It's the Kanto show.
Yeah, they started off going to the first region they went to was Galar to do the mission there. And then after that, they went to Hoenn for a little bit, but that was Ash. That wasn't a mission. That was Ash just going, hey, let's enter a tournament. Then they went to the Sinnoh region for a mission. They went to the Johto region for a mission.
Maybe this is a signal that they're actually going to do fucking character development.
We didn't see them do shit anymore until Unova, which was some episodes later. And then they stayed in Kanto. Then
Galar.
They went to
Kanto.
They went to Galar again. And then Kanto. And then obviously they're going to go to Galar again, I guess, to meet B. So
we're going to Johto.
When are we going to Johto?
Next week.
Azalea.
Okay. Oh, and then we went to Hoenn in this last episode. But they're not doing it for missions anymore. What happened?
I love No, I like the other face where you have the fucking eyes.
I kind of like the concept that Sakuragi was assigning the missions to do, and they dropped it. They're just dudes that live in his dorm now. Like, what the fuck?
I would be more excited if I thought they did more with the regions when you travel to them, and I don't feel like they do.
There's so much to do.
Look, it's so much Kanto that B had to come to Kanto for Ash to fight against B.
Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. It's like you have these cool regions and they all have their own lore,
Go right ahead,
and we barely get to see any of it.
The issue, the biggest criminal thing that TPCI has done is that they took away the fucking titles of what region they're in the fucking dub.
Doesn't surprise me because you can barely tell anyway, other than the
It's like why can't they just? I mean, can't you pay the guy fucking $2.50 to put fucking Chiron graphics up? Takes fucking 5 seconds to do in fucking Premiere. Do your fucking job.
Yeah,
it doesn't really. Like I said, it doesn't bother me too much because other than the Pokemon that show up, I can barely tell what region I'm in anyway. That was kind of. It'd be cool if they put more recognizable landmarks and shit.
The only thing I could tell is whenever we're in Galar, the only difference I can say is that the clouds are like gloomy. That's it.
That's it.
They're winding.
If you went from Johto to Hoenn to Sinnoh in this show, you can barely tell because they're always different cities, and the cities already have their own themes. Like there's a Snow City and Diamond and Pearl, so of course but that could easily be confused for Galaris Snow City if they wanted to do that. Like my issue
The
is that
layout was different though.
traveling to different regions doesn't make all it does is change the backdrop of an episode and what Mons Go might catch. Like it doesn't really change it doesn't do as much as it could. And that's what aggravates me. Like it's like I think we got a few exceptions. Like I think the whole one is makes use of its backdrop.
Well, they're using Ekritik City, which is Johto's like city.
Yeah, and then you got the desert area.
Yeah.
Then you kind of have the desert area from Unova, which is a little bit more iconic than it could be.
The resort desert.
I will say that one was done a little bit better.
But like those are the exceptions. The rule is usually like these grassy fucking plains and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Battle Frontier.
You couldn't tell. You couldn't fucking tell.
I could.
How?
You see the you see like the grass the grass areas that were on prop.
It was tall grass, wasn't it?
Well, it's one of those grass areas that's elevated. You can actually see that. That's the same shit in the Battle Frontier.
I wouldn't
have played that fucking game.
I wouldn't have been able to tell.
I could.
I love the only thing I love about this.
I was on a different episode. I was talking about the Sinnoh one. I forgot they were in Sinnoh for a second.
Because you can't tell in a lot of those episodes.
The only way you can tell is literally from the bottom right text that would say, we are in Snow Point City, Sinnoh.
Again, people on this podcast don't know their fucking cardinal directions. So it's okay.
Hey, listen, man. Do you forgot what happened last time we went to Washington? Clearly, I can't.
Well, I can't either because
what's the directions?
I think TS
I was in fucking Japan while you were in DC. So.
No, I thought you had just got back from Japan.
Yeah, he did.
I was on a fucking plane when you were there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I was somewhere in Washington trying to find my way out here.
Kevin doesn't know. Doesn't know how his legs
work. By the way,
but
it's midnight, so can we talk about the next episode?
Okay.
Well, y'all go ahead and do that.
Going on.
I gotta go to bed because I have work tomorrow. So
okay, quick 5-second thing though, Terrell. Like, are you genuinely looking forward to next week's?
All
right, thank you.
Yeah, it's just like you know what I'd probably be more excited about if they hinted this in earlier episodes.
No, they did. They did. When? Back in episode 3.
2/3.
It was 3 because that was the Ivysaur episode.
Yeah, he's like, in
the Ivysaur, Ghost said something about, you were like one of those friends, and then they never brought it back up, and then now it's almost 30 episodes later they brought it back up.
Oh, okay, all right.
I think though it's like it was a snark remark, and then they wanted to turn it into something. Okay.
I have a slight thing, but I'm gonna save my opinion for when after you guys say.
Y'all go ahead with that. I'm gonna go to bed. Night, guys.
Thank you, Terrell.
Yeah, good night.
And happy anniversary.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Same to you too, buddy. You were part of it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Night.
Bye.
Night.
Now, with this upcoming preview, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This needs to succeed. This episode needs
everybody's looking at Go.
Goes.
Yeah, see those faces right there, right now. That's the faces of a lot of us. They're saying, "Please, you have to be good."
They're looking at Go like your episode better not fuck up.
I have faith in this upcoming episode for 2 reasons. One, the preview looks exciting. I love that there were only like 3 sentences in that entire preview. The music choice was great. Like it looks like it's going to be a very somber episode.
Yeah.
I think I understand the direction that they're going to go with only because of the Pokemon that's being presented right now. Celebi.
They're doing
I can already predict the shit. I assume. I think the character that Go made friends with, unfortunately, was someone that came from the past who shot to the present.
Yeah. Well, his name is Tokyo, so it's Tokyo as in Tokyo Koete, or leaping through time, traveling through time.
Exactly. So I don't think Tokyo's a character that came from the future. I think it's a character that came from the past. Unfortunately, I feel like it might be a little too far into the past, and I feel like if Go was to go into the present timeline, I feel like he'll see a successor of Tokyo appear in this timeline rather than Tokyo himself. I think that's what they're trying to go for. And this is what's probably going to try to push Ghost's character. The second thing that I'm interested about with this episode, for the first time in the television anime series, in the canonical ones, not in the side stories, Ash and Pikachu are not present.
Well, they're not speaking roles.
Exactly. They're not going to be present via their voices.
Yeah.
I
So we
assume
don't
what's
know-
going to happen is that maybe like Ash and Pikachu are going to wave goodbye to Go, and then they're going to walk off maybe to see their mother in Pallet Town. Whereas with Go, I know Go is heading back to his place before realizing about Tokyo. And then the thing with that is like, okay, I'm liking it. I just need to see how they plan to pull the story together, because now that Go's by himself, this is the thing I was talking to you guys a lot in past discussions. A lot of the development that Go has taken always comes from the fact that, you know, he had to rely on Ash to get the development that he needed. Here, I feel like we could see some development on his own, and the backstory can provide even more to that if handled properly. Go has all the time he needs now, given that he's by himself here. I think they can probably create a fantastic start for Go's character in this episode, if approached correctly. This is the point for me with Go. I need this to work with Go, and I hope it does. I know it has nothing to do with his catching gimmicks or anything of that sort, but like, I just want to see Go get proper development, because Go's a good character that Go's a character that can be fantastic, and I hope it succeeds, but only time will tell in terms of how they approach it. That's my take on it, though. So if anybody else wants to take their time to talk about it, please do.
I want to let Tyrone go first, because my piece is going to go into another piece that's going to be.
Well, Polly, did you want to go?
I'll just go because I don't really have much to say. I pretty much echo everything that Kevin.
Please.
But yeah, like I pretty much echo everything that Kevin said. This is superficial though, but I like that it's a Johto episode, being a Johto stan myself. And I think, isn't this the first time that since the Johto series that we're, well, obviously visiting, is it Azalea Town? Or
Probably.
No,
It's probably the Ilex Forest.
Yeah, the Ilex Forest right outside of Azalea Town.
Right. So yeah, I'm excited to see that.
Which I don't think Ash, Misty, and Brock were in the Ilex Forest for that long. So
no.
So
unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So here's my thing. And my thing is about flashback episodes. Episodes that take place with the character before the character becomes the character that we know today. It is a double-edged sword. Always. Because what we're doing, to me, barely is recognized as development. Because what we're doing is that we're essentially just getting up to speed. Usually flashback episodes aren't for the benefit of the character themselves. They're usually for the benefit of the audience who doesn't have any context of what the character was prior to the series beginning. So when you do that, when you do a flashback episode of Go with this kid and everything, you lose the Go that we have now, and we have to revert back to a Go that doesn't have any Pokemon, that doesn't have as much knowledge as he has. You gotta rewind his character back so that we can learn who he is, to come back to present, so that we have the Go that we have now. And yeah, it can help towards development in the sense that we learn context, but it also doesn't really make his character shoot forward any, because the whole episode's taking place in the past.
Not necessarily.
I'm saying like the bulk, the
bulk
important
of it.
part, the part that is getting the attention. That's happening in the past. So it doesn't, like, okay, yeah, actually Law J brings up a good point. The Pichu episode. The Pichu episode's great for giving us context of what Pikachu was prior to being a Pikachu, but it doesn't develop Pikachu any at all.
Mm-hmm.
It can't develop Pikachu any at all because we're already established with who Pikachu is, his personality, and how he acts. The only thing that Go's got above Pikachu right now in terms of that formula is that Go is a new character. So, like, it's not that I'm being negative towards the flashback episode. It has the potential to give us something, and we get to learn more about his character, which is great. So I say it's more character acknowledgement than character development. So we get context and idea of who his character is. But in terms of developing his character, I'm not sure what that's going to do, because the only thing we're getting is him at a younger age.
Yeah, but not necessarily.
The only thing we're getting out of it is we're finally going to get the answer as to what Go meant with you acting like one of my friends from long ago. And
Right.
I really want to know the answer to that.
Right. Yeah, and it helps us give us, like I said, it helps give us light. It helps us give us context. So it's great in uncovering the idea of what his character is going to be. But in terms of him getting better, it's not going to, because we already know that the kid Go that we see in that episode is going to turn into the Go that we have currently. So any development that he gets back then in that episode, wouldn't it be regression if he turns to the character we know now?
Well, well, if you look at it from a technical standpoint, we have to see if this incident makes him change, and then we have change back. But the thing is, though, they're probably gonna. I mean, my prediction is it's gonna be like they're gonna go to the Azalea, right?
Yeah.
Then they're probably gonna meet up with Tokyo or whatever, and then it's gonna be a flashback scene. Then that, and then development will commence afterwards. So, I mean, again, I could be eating my words, but I love doing this anyway.
Yeah,
but, but the thing is, though, it specifically says 3 years ago something happened, but they're there anyway.
Yeah,
so,
and this is completely speculation. Like you said, you could be wrong. I could be wrong too. My thing, that's always been my thing, though. The worry I have transcends Pokemon, because I have that problem with animes too. When animes go, oh, let's take this episode to, rather than have them progress in current time, we're going to go back in time and show you what they were. It's like, well, I don't need to know what they were, because I know whatever they were isn't going to be relevant to what they are right now. So it doesn't help me when you give a character an episode that shows when they were younger, because I know that in the end of the day, later they wind up turning into the character I know right now. So it's great that we step back to get a little bit of viewpoints. We got a nice perspective. But how is that going to help for the development? Development is when a character gains something due to the events that happen in said narrative. This is showing us the events that happened prior to said narrative.
That's Brussels BT. That's exactly the point.
The past adds weight to the current.
That's the general goal.
But that means that literally what they had to do was, instead of giving Go more progression in the current time, they had to do a step backwards.
No, because to me, I think what's happening here is misunderstanding on Go's part. The whole premise about this upcoming episode, at least just judging it, is that Go is theorizing that, well, at least this is how I'm basing the episode off. I'm not sure how it's going to actually be handled.
But to be fair, before you make that point,
go ahead.
The preview doesn't tell the whole story.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to clarify that. I'm just saying, in my mind, I think what's happening is that this is Go's acting this way because he doesn't know the real answer yet. I feel like he'll get a development if Go understands the reasoning why everything happened the way it did. Like, if he understands that Tokyo was never from the present timeline and was a character that came from the past, then Go would be like, so I've been wrong all along, or, I was in the wrong side.
That's the point. Mm-hmm. That's the fucking point.
And that's why I'm thinking, like, if that's the approach, that is good Go development, because it affects not only the past events, but also makes Go realize I've made a terrible mistake and I need to fix it, And I think that is important. And also, we know that we're going to be jumping from the past to the present, because we know Reboot is also going to be in the episode as well. And with that, that means that we're going to be hopping in from the present and the past. So I assume that the past events are going to lead into the development for Go in the present timeline. It might not be in the way you think it might be, but I feel like if they do the
writers have ways of surprising the fuck out of us, and I'm hoping it's...
I hope that this is something like that. I hope it surprises me in a good way. and it could only.
And I'm only saying this all in mind that we have 24 minutes. And I know I feel like the biggest focus is going to be between Go and Tokyo. So, like, I would imagine that would take up the larger half of the episode.
Let's take a theoretical start of the episode. Imagine if goes by himself, right? Just little thing, little blurb. Then he gets on the fucking plane, opening plays, and that's it. And then we go into the meat of the episode, and that would be the perfect way. I don't think they're going to waste their time.
I mean, because I wouldn't even mind it if it was like, oh, Sakuragi assigned Ash and go to Johto really fast to discover some bug Pokemon in the Elex Forest or some shit. And then Ash is like, hey, I'm going to go off and fight this.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen because it's not listed.
He has no dialogue.
Satoshi and Pikachu are not fucking in the credits.
That's a bad setup because I was going to say what would happen then is like he could run into the shrine of the Elex Forest and that reminds him of Celebi and we go back and we do that.
Yeah,
but that could be done by Go himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't need see, that's the complaint I had before. I said I don't like how Go's development always required Ash to be the present one to tell him what he needs to do.
Here's the other thing too, and I think this is actually a really big one. Did they do this in this episode or was that last? No,
what was it though?
When the episode where was that this episode or last episode where Sakuragi's like, "Hey, Go, come here, I need your help."
That was the
episode before. That was
the episode before, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be.
It was in the Pikachu episode, yeah.
Pikachu,
yeah. I think they just did that to get the characters out of the way. Never mind then.
Get the fuck out the way.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
they didn't need them to be on screen time. But this episode in general is just gonna have Ash and Pikachu not even say anything at all. They're just straight up done, you know.
Yeah.
That also means we're not going to see Yamper because actually no, that's wrong. That's incorrect. That means that we're not going to see any. That means we're not because Yamper's freaking mouth.
I think we saw that a few times in Sun and Moon. Obviously, Ash was in it, but like for a second, like the Team Rocket episode.
Yeah, when they were in Ula or not Ula. What was it?
But they're still credited.
Yeah, because they had one line, and that was
it. And that was it.
Exactly, and that one line was all they needed to be part of the voice cast. So
wait, what about the Mallow episode where she with her mom? Was Ash in that at all?
Which one?
Ash was in that.
The Mallow episode where Mallow's
because remember Litten or Torracat.
Okay.
They shared it and it worked well. It was one of the more emotional episodes.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that I want to bring up because we have to talk about this is that the opening is going to change with this episode. So we're gonna have
1, 2, 3.
Well, we're gonna have the 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
Yes. No, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna have two new vocalists for 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get a new opening. Gonna get new visuals. One of the people that is gonna be singing on 1, 2, 3, the new version, is Sho Kiryuin, which I have a clip from his appearance from Kohaku 66.
Yeah, because he
came out as Satoshi
with Mezase, right?
Yeah, with MPM, yeah. And I love and I'll just tell you this right now. I love MPM in the key of F. It sounds better than in G sharp, which Tomohisa Sako tried to do acoustically at the TGC 20th anniversary, and his freaking voice gave out. And also, I like it better than the MPM 98 version, which is in B flat. I like it in F. Why couldn't they do more versions in F? I love MPM in F. It sounds so cool.
Yeah. So we know that they're gonna be a new remix of 1, 2, 3. Apparently, Mafu was the one that suggested for him to take the elm on doing a remix of 1, 2, 3, which I thought was actually pretty cool. So these two new artists, or not really new artists, but new to Pokemon anyway, are going to be doing the remix of 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure the approach they plan on handling it. It would be interesting if they just keep the same instrumentals, but just have different vocalists, if that's their approach, or maybe it might be just completely new arrangement in general.
I would love to hear like a more metal sounding.
That's what I'm saying, like a rock 1, 2, 3, be like 1, 2, 3 or some shit like that, you know?
The thing is though, I hope it doesn't sound like a fucking pterodactyl fucking screaming.
Yeah, now I do want to add one last thing about this. It is sad to see 1, 2, 3 go.
Rock
the original
arrangement.
one.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, rock arrangement is cool.
The PR
Love
says
that.
the Rock. Okay, fucking opening of the goddamn century for PM in general. Now I'm excited for this already. Now
yes.
there is one last thing I want to talk about because this episode just got revealed just a little while ago, and I think we might get a hint for what Ash's last capture might be. Only because I want this to happen, and I love this fucking Pokemon so much.
All right, so here we go.
September 6th, there's going to be an episode called Crawl Out of the Sand Tomb, Satoshi, and Go. Now, Sand Tomb, I feel like a lot of people are speculating that this could potentially be somewhere within the Hoenn region in that particular desert location. It could be any of the deserts, honestly. It could be Unova. It could be...
Need the go-go goggles.
Yeah.
Go-go
Hey,
gadget.
they did get them in the Sobble episode, so, I mean, they could use that.
Yeah.
So the reasoning as to why I bring this up is because when I think about the sand tombs, I think about one Pokemon in particular, Trampinch.
Oh God.
Ooh.
I want Ash. Come on, my boy. Give me Ash with Trampinch, please. Let him have a Flygon because nobody loves Flygon. God damn it! Acknowledge the
He's already rode on
Flygon.
one twice.
Huh?
He's already he rode on a Polygon twice. Once
Yeah,
in-
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
But we need
probably.
more. Like we need a Flygon in his team. I know people hate the fact that there's gonna be dual typings in his team and whatnot. Nah, I don't give a shit. Give me that goddamn Flygon in Ash's team. It's a perfection right there to me. I would love that because it would also be another Hoenn. And I think just having a bit of variety would be great. Galar is already filled with Surfetch. I think we're great. This could also mean that Grookey could get out of my fucking face and I don't have to worry about it appearing in Ash's team. So I'm also happy about that too. If that happens, of course. We don't know. We don't really know.
Yeah. Again, it's just a fucking title.
Yeah, it's just a title.
Again, people are just so fucking excited. Excitement is great, but don't do it here, please.
No,
It's like you're pissing 1,000 gallons on the fucking floor.
But so far,
That's
I've
what-
had my W's already. I mean, I was correct with Sobble. I was correct with a lot of things with this series, unfortunately with some of them. But hey, I mean, I would be very happy if I can get a Trampage for his final mon. I think that would be great. A ground coverage with a ground/dragon. I would love that, honestly. But I don't know. We don't know the direction.
I wouldn't be against that.
Yeah.
Let's have Hayashi give us a cover of Route 111. Do 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 do.
Nah, they're gonna
No,
they're gonna
the
just have a
desert-
Galar
the
song play in the background.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, the desert. Yeah, we need the desert theme. Holy
Yeah, honestly, I don't really think it is going to be the case, though.
Yeah,
I
that is
genuinely
the-
believe it's going to be filler, but please, God, if you can... If any
is
Poke
the-
gods can hear me right now, please give me a Trampage and Ash's team. I would love to see that. I've been begging for that, and I would love to see that sort of thing happen. I would have
Alright.
preferred Zorua, honestly, but Trampage is a close second in my book, so I would be happy with that.
Trapinch is cute.
Trampage is cute. And honestly, Trampage, I think, feels proper with Ash at this point. Only because we've seen so much Flygon stuff happen lately. With Sun and Moon, I believe Flygon's also appearing in the upcoming movie as well with Coco. So it's getting merged there as well with Flygon.
Yes. Also, we need to mention this because I don't want us to go off the air without us mentioning it.
Go right ahead, buddy.
On Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern,
Holy shit.
because it's early, the official Pokemon YouTube channel will be broadcasting movie 21.
Oh, okay.
The reasoning behind that is probably because Yuyama's directing Coco and Yuyama directed 21.
Okay.
And also,
Now they're going to have a special announcement for the movie that's only going to be in that live stream.
Cool.
So, and also there's going to be more. There's going to be a trailer reveal on Oha on the 6th,
yeah.
which
Honestly,
means the more. Okay, so the timeline is going to be the morning before the live stream, which is going to be like 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So 12 hours apart. There's going to be a new trailer, a new movie trailer that's
Thank
going to
good.
drop. It's going to drop on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, technically, sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be on Wednesday here, Thursday there, and then also on Thursday is freaking Twilight Ring. So we're getting fucking mind fucked with the freaking
Any
Pokemon
poke stuff, yeah.
You know?
Okay, here's my take on this. This is what I think is gonna happen during the Power of Us movie. I think that special announcement that they're gonna have, probably tied to Coco. I think it's just gonna be that what was that Pokemon's name again? The monkey Pokemon.
Zarude.
Darude? Whatever it was.
Zarude stands.
Zarude, I'm sorry, I called it Darude.
Zarude Sandstorm.
Now, the thing about Zarude is that Zarude actually has some data in Sword and Shield where there is an alternate form of it, the dad form. The Papa form, I think they call it. I think that's going to be the announcement that they're going to have.
Oh, God.
I think it's going to be like, oh, if you go and purchase tickets for the film, you will be able to be given a special Zarude form.
But we're already, but the problem is they can't do that because they're giving regular Zarude.
No, but tickets. I'm saying like maybe there's something else to follow up with that because I do believe they have to.
Yeah, but it won't be. Yeah, but it won't be on the ticket because the ticket is going to have the shiny Celebi and the regular Zarude form. So it's not.
But then how would they promote the special movie Zarude then?
Probably got to wait until maybe in movie distribution.
That's what I'm thinking. Then if that might be the approach. Maybe it's like you got to go to the film and watch it during the time it probably premieres in that month to get the access. Yeah. It's like the pre-order bonus and then the watching bonus, you know, because it's like you can purchase the ticket in advance or you can purchase the ticket then and there when it finally drops and you only get that particular bonus. You won't get the Celebi bonus because you didn't pre-order in time, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like you'll still get bonuses out of it. It's just it won't be the entirety. So that I think that approach as you talked about, I think that's probably what they're gonna do. It's gonna be like watch the film, you'll get special dad form Zarude.
I'm honestly hoping that with this freaking trailer, they're finally going to announce a damn date because we're already the ticket pre-sale I think goes on sale Friday, and it's like you don't even know what the fuck date it's going to happen yet.
No.
So we're gonna have probably
winter,
Thursday.
Didn't they?
Yeah, winter. But when the fuck? Is it December?
So
is it January? Is it February? So we're gonna find that out. We're gonna find that out in a couple of days.
It better be this year. Just saying.
Yeah, it is probably going to be this year. It's probably going to be December. The only thing is though, that's going to kind of like fuck with Yokai Watch a little bit. So we got to see what the fuck.
We don't know the approach. Yeah, this is going to be something interesting to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah, it was delayed. It was delayed to winter because obviously Backstreet Boys ticket shit. Mm-hmm. But I'm interested to see when they're going to do it. I'm not going to be able to see it because it'll be like 2 months too early or 3 months too early. Mm-hmm. But no, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. But also Twilight Wing. So we're going to get all this stuff, and this is going to be a great week for Pokemon.
I think so too. I'm looking forward to it. If we can end the week on a good note with the Good Go episode, then this is a good week for Anti-Poke, I would say.
Yeah, probably the best week in a while.
Mm-hmm. I would be happy with that. So I feel like we managed to get everything we wanted to say across, if I'm correct, or you guys still had something you wanted to add?
I think we said everything.
I think next week what we can also do is we can start talking about the episodes coming up because we didn't have enough time. We actually gone almost 2.5 fucking hours. Holy shit.
Yeah, we've gone 2.5 for this session. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen, I like having conversations, and with the recent, it's kind of funny, this Koharu episode, like we barely talked about it, but it's only because it's like we talked about the future of the series, with these characters.
Next PM anime episode drop Sunday. Sunday it airs Sunday nights at 6 p.m. GST. That is 5 a.m. Eastern,
4 a.m. Central.
4 a.m. Central, 2 Pacific, 10 a.m. bullshit time, British summertime.
Yeah. In other words, I ain't going to wake up after that Karina episode. I ain't gonna wake up for an episode again. Hey, listen, man. Am I lying there, buddy?
No.
Exactly. So, all right then. Well, I feel like we've pretty much gotten everything we want to say across. I think it's an opportunity for us to go and wrap things up for tonight. What do you guys say?
Sounds good.
All righty then, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take the opportunity to say thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. Hope you guys had a fun stream. Obviously with thanks to my friends over here that are in this call, the ones that also left us as well earlier today. Tyrone, the God 3, TSS, Polly, or otherwise known as Age of Trades. You can go and follow them over in the description down below. Hopefully I've added Polly's there. I honestly did not know. Did I add you yet there, Polly?
We did actually.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait, Frail, Speedy,
Down below?
Samosa, Prime Me. I like Samosa.
Yeah, she's here.
Uh,
Age of trades. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay, so there we go
Yes.
then.
It's all in the friends section down below.
Yeah, so make sure to go and check all of that out whenever you guys get the opportunity.
Also, check out the clip that I posted from Kohaku 66, which has the new singer for 1, 2, 3. And you got to watch NPM in the key of F because it's
Now, if
awesome.
only we'll ever get a full version out of that, that would be great.
Yes.
All
So if you
right
wanna
then,
see that-
everybody. Thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. We hope you guys had a fun stream for tonight, and we'll talk with all of you guys later in whatever video we make. Take care, everybody, and as always, have yourself an awesome day. Bye,
Wash your
everybody.
hands and buy Pokken.
Specifically that last thing, that TSS. Like everything else you can ignore, but buy Pokken though. I
Buy
think
your
that's great.
hands. Buy your hands and wash Pokemon.
Indeed. All right, now, bye bye.
Good night.
Okay, actually.